On a chilly afternoon here at Elliott Field, we welcome you to Fitchburg State University football here on FATV. I'm John Gugerty, joined as always by Alex Bogdasarian. And Alex, today the Falcons take on the Corsairs of UMass Dartmouth.
Yeah, this should be an interesting battle here today. The Corsairs have a lot of freshmen into this game. They've been, pretty competitive all season despite having a young team, a very young team. So this should be an interesting battle. They do have a freshman quarterback tandem as well. They go with
Trent Barnes,
Barnes.
the freshman out of Avenel, New Jersey, and also Cullen Hanna coming to us from Richmondville, New York. And the UMass Dartmouth quarterbacks, as we see the Falcons taking the field, the Dartmouth quarterbacks combined to throw 5 interceptions last week in their 35-12 loss against Western Connecticut.
Yeah, a bit of a quarterback controversy for them. It's going to be interesting to see what their head coach, Mark Robichaud, does for this game here this afternoon. See what quarterback gets a start, gets most of the playing time. It's going to be interesting to see how that ends up playing out. And for Fitchburg State, some running back injury news for them. Mike Delaney out with a wrist injury from last week that he suffered. So we're going to see a lot of Cody Titus and Stephon Teague tandem here this afternoon.
And Delaney really has been the leading rusher for the Falcons all season. He leads the Falcons in carries with 123, net yardage nearly 500, rushing touchdowns. He has 6 on the season. So as you said, Alex, we should see a lot of Stephon Teague and Cody Titus. The captains for both teams are assembling. They'll be heading to midfield shortly. For the Falcons, the captains are left to right. Number 12 is Talib Barksdale, 23, Stephon Teague, and number 8 is Elijah Torres. And we actually did not get captains for UMass Dartmouth, so we'll find out just as soon as you do. And just as I say that, Dr. Robert Hines is Johnny on the spot. Captains for the Corsairs are Jordan McDonald, Mike Thomas, Arthur Azantians, and Joe Teixeira. No real wind to speak of. It is a little chilly, but it could be a much worse day, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, this is still good football weather. I think, it's cold, but it could be a lot colder. There's no wind, so that shouldn't be a factor whatsoever. And once these guys get going, I think that'll be fine. And there you see the injured Mike Delaney on the screen with his wrist wrapped up in
his wrist wrapped up, his arm in a sling.
Yep.
Let's take it to midfield for the coin.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to Fitchburg State. Here's today's coin for the coin toss.
The United States Marine Corps, Paris Island Recruit Depot coin. The black side, it will be the head. The gold Marine Corps globe and anchor will be the tail. Black is heads, gold is tails. UMass Dartmouth, call the toss. Heads is the toss. Heads. It is a tail. Fitchburg State has won the toss. They will defer. With the ball. Go. Turn your backs.
UMass Dartmouth will receive.
The Falcons won the toss and will defer, so the Corsairs will take over on offense to begin. And we did see Mike Delaney there. You see him in the sling. There was some hope that he might be able to play in a limited role, like as a short yardage back on the goal line. But obviously he is in no pads. He will not play at all today as the Falcons take on the Corsairs.
Well, we're going to see a lot of Stephon Teague here today. I mean, he had a big game last week.
Falcons coming off a big win against Westfield State on the road. They were able to hold on, win that one 26-23. And it was also a really big win, I think, just from a mental toughness perspective for the Falcons. Because on October the 19th, the week after our last game here on FATV, the Falcons traveled to Western Connecticut and lost 70-14. We'll step aside for the national anthem. John Gugerty, Alex Bogdasarian with you here at Elliott Field as the Fitchburg State Falcons get ready to take on the Corsairs of UMass Dartmouth. And as we were saying, Alex, the Falcons on the 19th of October lost to a very strong Western Connecticut team by a score of 70-14. They then went into their bye week, and on the 2nd of November were back on the road against Westfield State, and they were able to come back with a 26-23 win. And to my eye, that's a very important win for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's tremendous resiliency coming back from being slammed that bad. I mean, 70 points is a lot of points to give up, but then you go into the bye week, you have to really start from scratch as far as a preparation standpoint, but coming back with a very impressive win at Westfield State, again on the road, coming off a bye week. So 26-23, it was a game where they faced a lot of adversity as well with the Mike Delaney injury. Stephon Teague stepped it up big time in that game, getting a lot of carries, really carrying the load for them, and I'm telling you, it's a great win, and now they get back home here against a UMass Dartmouth team, a team that's very young, has been very inconsistent this year, and if Fitchburg State plays their game, they should do pretty well here this afternoon.
Fitchburg State in the green and gold, UMass Dartmouth in the white and dark blue. Eric Anastasio will kick off for the Falcons. It's a good kick, high end over end, taken in on the near side by 35. That's Steve Roy. He muffs it, picks it up at the 9-yard line, trying to get something. He is going to be brought down all the way back at the 6. Johnny Gomes was in there. Asante Easter was in there. A flock of Fitchburg Falcons knocking down the returner deep in UMass Dartmouth territory.
And Steve Roy, one of the freshmen we were talking about at the beginning, I mean, he's a young kid. He muffs the kick there, almost some major danger for UMass Dartmouth here at the start.
Major danger, I like that. 1st and 10 for the Corsairs on their 6-yard line. Ball spotted here on the near sideline. Starting quarterback for the Corsairs is Trenton Barnes. He is a freshman. Handoff goes up the middle. Nothing there. Nothing at all. Tony Lewis slammed the ball carrier. Frank Ansah on the carry. Loss of a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, beginning with the run up the middle, and already Fitchburg State stuffing it.
Barnes is a double threat. He led the Corsairs in both passing and rushing yards last week. Backed up here now, 2nd down and 12 on his 4. Handoff goes up the near side. That's Anthony LaRose. He gets back maybe to the initial line of scrimmage. They're going to mark him at the 6. It'll be 3rd down and about 11.
Yeah, and a great start already for this Fitchburg State defensive line, stuffing out these young running backs of UMass Dartmouth. And UMass Dartmouth, they look like they're a little uneasy here at the start of this game.
You can hear the Falcons on the near sideline. They are screaming encouragement to their defense. They want a big stop here. 3rd down and 11 for the Corsairs. Empty backfield. Falcons show blitz. Luis Feliz might have given it away a little too early. Corsairs changing the play now. And Barnes takes the shotgun snap. He'll keep it himself. Running to the near side. He's under pressure. He loses the ball out of bounds. Gains maybe a couple of yards. But Elijah Torres and Terrence Seaforth were all over that. A big drive for the Falcons. 3 and out go the Corsairs. And Fitchburg State looks to get excellent field position.
3 and out for the Corsairs. -1 yards. Offense, not a very good start for them. Fitchburg State will take it. Their defensive line looks very, very strong here at the beginning.
Kevin Wadsworth, listed in your program as a wide receiver, is on to kick it away for the Corsairs. It's a low bouncing snap. He barely gets it away, but considering that it's a good kick, it's going to bounce and take a Corsair roll and be downed at the UMass Dartmouth 36-yard line. So just a 28, 29-yard punt for Wadsworth. But considering the field position and the snap, that's a good job by him just to get that ball away.
Yeah, considering it was almost a complete disaster in the back of the end zone, it was a wonder he got that kickoff at all. And Fitchburg State set up with tremendous field position here to start this game off.
Excellent field position for the Falcons, and we do see Cody Titus. There he is to the left of Garrett Delakia. He's number 20. Stephon Teague, 23 to the right. Now Titus goes in motion to the far side. It'll be a handoff to Teague, straight up the middle, hits the hole. He's into the open field already across the 20, 15, 10. Stephon Teague is into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That was quick.
Well, how about that for a start? Their very first offensive play of the game. And it's Stephon Teague with another touchdown, with its first touchdown run of the game. Just a tremendous start for Fitchburg State.
Take a
Here's
look.
a replay.
Teague hits the line. There's nothing there, but every Corsair had swarmed straight up the middle. Nobody had containment on the outside, and there you see Teague breaking a tackle. He's into the open field, and once he gets that far, he's just gone. Teague wisely tucks the ball into the end zone. One play, 36 yards, touchdown Falcons. Extra point attempt is no good, so 13:06 to play. Barely 2 minutes into this game, the Falcons have a 3-and-out, and they are up 6-0.
Well, missing the extra point is, notwithstanding, this is the best start they could have asked for, getting a 3-and-out on defense, and now starting off with great field position, getting one running play out of Stephon Teague, and he takes it to the end zone for a touchdown. Just a great, great start for Fitchburg State this afternoon.
And you really saw the ability of Stephon Teague there. He hit the line of scrimmage. The play was just a designed handoff straight up the middle. There was nothing there, but Teague had the vision and the speed to get to the outside and then take off.
Yeah, William Biscaino was the one who missed the tackle, and once he missed that, Stephon Teague was gone to the end zone. Just a poor defensive beginning for UMass Dartmouth here this afternoon.
If you are just joining us here on FATV or online via fatva.org, you have already missed a touchdown. This is not the opening kickoff. Eric Anastasio will kick it away again. It's a better kick than the first one. Deep, taken in once again at about the 5-yard line. Cutting up to the far side, he's got some yardage in front of him. Into the open field across the 30 and knocked out of bounds around the 35-yard line. That's Steve Roy. And if you're a Corsair fan joining us online, you're thinking, well, at least he was able to hold on to that one.
Yeah, able to hold on, and you could tell with the difference in field position right there, able to field it clean, and Steve Roy able to get up past the 30-yard line this time. So a little bit better field position for UMass Dartmouth, but they really need to get it going with their running game if they want to have any success here this afternoon against a very hungry Fitchburg State defense.
Barnes, the freshman, will go from the shotgun. He's got Anthony LaRose behind him. It's a handoff to LaRose straight up the middle. Big hole for him across the 35. Mark him down at about the 38-yard line. Good gain, give him 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, the sophomore running back, LaRose, this is a much better start for Dartmouth on this offensive possession already.
Hurry up, go again. It's another handoff to LaRose. He's got the first down and more across the 45, still on his feet. They're going to stop him forward progress to the UMass Dartmouth 48-yard line. So now we see the UMass Dartmouth offense. They're not backed up to the goal line. They're getting some yardage here.
Yeah, they're looking a lot more comfortable on this possession. 2 plays and already a first down for them. After 3-and-out on the first possession, only -1. So this is a much, much better start for them, creeping up into Fitchburg State territory.
Corsairs must like the personnel they have on the field. They go no huddle once again. Play action fake pass over the middle is complete. 15 for the Corsairs is Brendan LaRosa, his first catch of the day.
Yeah, Brendan LaRosa making the catch into Fitchburg State territory. This is a passing team, so Fitchburg State's defensive backfield will have to be on their toes here this afternoon.
Gain of 6 for LaRosa. It will be 2nd down and 4. Now Barney's on the design run to the outside. He's close to the first down marker. They're going to say he's just a little bit short. Clock continues to roll. It'll be 3rd down and about half a yard.
Big play coming up here, 3rd down. It would be nice for Fitchburg State to get a stop here, considering how much success they had on their first offensive possession, get the ball back.
3rd and 1, Corsairs go no huddle once again. It's a straight run up the middle. Looks like LaRose is short. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it. 4th and 1, and if you're Mark Robichaux, I've got to think you're going for it here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to keep the offense here on the field. Not really changing much personnel at all. It looks like Brendan Facey is checking into the game, so we'll see what they have here. It looks like they're going for a power run set from the looks of it.
Strong package, but the Falcon D-line has to be aware Barney's can run the ball. He will go shotgun here on 4th down. Handoff to the big man deep out of the backfield. Nothing there to stop him. That's a big gentleman, 43. As you said, Brinston Fahey, the sophomore out of Randolph, picks up the first down and more. 1st and 10 Corsairs at the Falcon 38.
5'10", 229 pounds, and he used all of that on that power run.
Now handoff on 1st down goes to Mike Slaughter running to the far side, and Slaughter is, well, hurt. Not quite slaughtered, but he's hurt. He gets brought down in the backfield for a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, another quick personnel change for UMass Dartmouth, and again, they lose yardage on that run to the side. I think Fitchburg State's going to sniff that out if they continue to do that, and it won't have much success at all.
2nd down and 11 now for the Corsairs. Barney's looking to the sideline, waiting for the play call. Falcons showed blitz once again. Barney's changes the play. Play action fake, then a pump fake, and a throw down the sideline. It's a jump ball tipped and incomplete. Excellent defense by Asante Easter. 2 opportunities there for Easter to bite on a fake, and he did neither.
Yeah, great job there by Asante Easter. As you take a look at the replay, pretty much stays with him the entire way downfield, makes a nice play with his hand. It was really a jump ball, and Asante Easter made the play, and it forces another 3rd down and long here for UMass Dartmouth.
Pass was intended for Kevin Wadsworth, but Easter did a good job, stay with the ball and then adjust to the underthrow, and he was able to knock that one away. Now 3rd down and 11 for the Corsairs. They need to get to the 28 of Fitchburg to continue this drive. Play action fake. Barney's fakes another play action. Now throwing deep. It's another jump ball. Pass is tipped and incomplete. Looked for a second like Elijah Torres might pick that one off, but he was content to knock it to the ground.
Yeah, UMass Dartmouth coach Mark Robichaud going for it here down the field on 3rd down and long. And you're going to see this really is a nice jump ball opportunity, but broken up really nicely by Elijah Torres, who stayed with him the whole way. And now 4th down and 11 for UMass Dartmouth. Obvious punting situation. And all this is going to do is really change field position. It's just another unsuccessful drive for UMass Dartmouth.
Good snap this time. Wadsworth gets the kick away. It's a low line drive, bounces at the 20, and it'll go out of bounds right at about the 20-yard line. So they were trying the directional kick to avoid a touchback. They wound up with the same field position as if they had done a touchback.
Yeah, and this is going to be an interesting story for this afternoon, the punting game for UMass Dartmouth. Not very strong so far with Kevin Wadsworth kicking. These 2 lousy kicks so far. At least they got the snap right this time, though.
1st and 10 Falcons. Delakiai will go shotgun. He's got Titus to his right and Teague to the left. Quick pass to St. Just is complete. He's across the 25, close to a 1st down. They'll mark him down at the 29-yard line, a gain of 9 for the junior out of New Rochelle, New York.
Yeah, I like that play call from Patrick Haverty going with the screen pass to begin, and St. Just, who had a very, very good day when we were last here against Worcester State, gets his first touch of the game, almost a 1st down for Fitchburg State.
Now the Falcons go no huddle on 2nd down and 1. Stephon Teague in motion to the far side, handoff to Titus up the middle. Ball pops loose. It's picked up by the Corsairs. Cody Titus fumbles on his first carry, and the Corsairs have a huge turnover.
Oh, what
and a flag comes down late.
Well, we'll have to see what this flag is, but it looks like this turnover is going to stand as you see the offense coming back onto the field for UMass Dartmouth. We'll see what this call is. And
well, we were able to pick up the tail end of it right there. That was Joe Teixeira, who was right on top of Garrett Delakiai. So I would guess, and I am not a referee, but this will be a dead ball foul, and the turnover will stand.
After the recovery, dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 10, 15 yards, 1st down.
So that is the call, a dead ball foul on Teixeira, but still a big swing in momentum. You saw there the ball pops loose right there, and it's picked up for the Corsairs by Trevor McNeil.
Yeah, Trevor McNeil got the fumble recovery, but a huge, and you see Delakiai there really getting roughed up. That was a penalty right there. Line judge threw the flag in, but a huge penalty against UMass Dartmouth when they're set up with momentum, getting the ball back, and they shoot themselves in the foot big time with that call.
Back to live action here. Anthony LaRose took the handoff, and Cullen Hanna is in at quarterback for the Corsairs. Second down pass, now Hanna rolls to the right, pass is high and incomplete. What's that old saying, Alex? If you have two quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks? Well, right now the Corsairs have two quarterbacks.
Yeah, and like if you go back to the beginning, they really have a tandem of 3 freshman quarterbacks that they use at any one time. But I think Cullen Hanna is the one that they see as the best thrower of the bunch. I think that's why they brought him in for this situation. But so far, just one overthrow on that last possession, and another third down and long for UMass Dartmouth.
Third down and 9 here for the Corsairs. LaRose goes in motion. He'll set up to the far side, to the near side of Hanna on his right. Whistles kill the play. Looks like there was a false start on the far side. So what was a third and long is now a third and longer.
Yeah, penalties are really hurting UMass Dartmouth here at the
False
beginning
start
of the game.
on the offense, number 81. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Wadsworth commits the foul. We've called his name at least 6 times. He's been the intended target on a few passes. He's been the punter. And unfortunately for the Corsairs, he just false started. So it is third down and 14 for UMass Dartmouth. Right at midfield, they need to get to the 36 of Fitchburg State for a first down. And that's Trent Barney's back in at quarterback. So the Corsairs are changing mid-drive. Design run for Barney's right up the middle. Now bounces it to the near side. He is hit hard. So hard, in fact, a flag has come in. We'll take a look at that.
Yeah, Barney's coming in, and it's just a simple run up the middle, but this call could be very interesting.
Holding on the offense, number 83. That penalty is declined. Fourth down.
So a hold against the Corsairs, but Pat Haverty obviously chooses to accept this substandard play for UMass Dartmouth, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and again, like you said, like 2 quarterbacks almost equals no quarterbacks. They bring back Barnes into the game, and he just runs it right up the middle, stuffed out completely. And again, just another possession that goes awry for UMass Dartmouth here this afternoon. A rough start to this one.
Wadsworth kicks it away on fourth down. That's a very good kick for him. It's going to bounce and be picked up by UMass Dartmouth at about the 16-yard line. So good job by the Falcon defense after the turnover. Their defense holds, actually forces the Corsairs back. 3 and out goes UMass Dartmouth, and the Falcons get the ball once again.
Yeah, penalties really hurt UMass Dartmouth. Right after that fumble recovery, that personal foul really hurt them on this possession. Pushing them way back, but again, give all the credit to Fitchburg State defense so far here today. They are looking very, very good.
Interesting wrinkle here. Cody Titus is on the sideline. First down handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's up the middle, breaks through a hole, gains a few yards. A little bit of extracurriculars after the play, but Cody Titus, after fumbling on that last drive, starts this possession on the sidelines.
Yeah, you take a look here. Stefan Teague up the middle, breaking through really 3-4 tackles, and then finally brought down by Trevor McNeil.
Second down and a long 6 for the Falcons. Handoff goes to Teague once again. Bounces it to the outside. That's what Stefan Teague does so well. He's across the 25 to the 26, and a flag comes in right at the end of the play. This has already been a chippy, sloppy game, and we're only halfway through the first quarter.
A lot of penalties so far. Really just for about 7-8 minutes into the game.
Officials want to make absolutely sure that they've got this one right.
Personal foul. Illegal hands to the face. Defense number 41. 15 yards. First down.
Trevor McNeil, the freshman out of Holden. We're going to say that a lot today about the Corsairs. You're going to give the name, and then we're going to say he's a freshman. And Trevor McNeil commits a personal foul, hands the Falcons a first down.
Yeah, Trevor McNeil not having a great game so far. And another personal foul penalty that hurts UMass Dartmouth, and they really have no margin for error coming into a game like this.
Titus is back on the field for Fitchburg State. Teague goes in motion, but Delkey will throw. Pass is complete. That's Spencer on the reception. He's across midfield. The ball comes loose, I thought that he hit the ground first, but they're going to let the play continue, and I believe the Corsairs have it. Yes, they do. We will have to take another look at this one.
Yeah, this is going to have to be looked at again, and here it is, Delakiai getting the pass off, and there's Ty Spencer up the middle. Let's see. I mean, he definitely, there's no question. Oh, that ball was knocked out completely. And
it's a great play by Trevor McNeil. That's how you make up for a personal foul. You make a great hit on the ball, knock it loose, and once again, the Corsairs get a turnover.
Talk about redeeming yourself after getting a big personal foul penalty. Trevor McNeil making a huge play there, forcing a turnover.
Barnes is the quarterback for UMass Dartmouth. First down handoff goes to Frank Ansah, and Ansah's got some big yardage. He's brought down at the 31-yard line, a gain of 20 for Frank Ansah, the freshman out of Worcester.
Yeah, Frank Ansah, the freshman, and you see up the middle a big hole and breaking a tackle and almost a face mask there.
That was a face mask. By
52, and brought down obviously the biggest play offensively for UMass Dartmouth so far, so let's see if they can build off of this.
Now handoff goes straight up the middle. That's LaRose. He's got some yardage, pushing the pile. He's still on his feet and finally brought down. Anthony LaRose picked up 6 yards. But getting back to that last play, Alex, you're absolutely right. Christopher Taylor did get away with a face mask there.
Luckily for him, it wasn't called, but it looks like UMass Dartmouth on the move here, trying to get some momentum off that turnover.
Now 2nd down and 3. Barnes will keep it off the option. Not much going on there.
And remember, it's only a 6-0 game. After all the chippiness, after all the turnovers, it's been really a sloppy first quarter, but only a 6-point difference separates these two teams, and it looks like UMass Dartmouth trying to put together a bit of a drive right here.
3rd down handoff goes to LaRose. Big hole for him. He's got a 1st down and more. Stop the clock, move the chains. He'll get to the Fitchburg 15-yard line.
Biggest play of the game right there for UMass Dartmouth. You take another look at it right here. LaRose up the middle on a 3rd down and 4. Picks up about 10 yards. And the ball set up now on the 15-yard line.
That's Ansah on the carry. He's across the 10 to the 5, very close to the goal line. They'll mark him down at about the 3. That's good for another UMass Dartmouth 1st down. And you can see, Alex, the Corsairs are finally moving the ball.
Well, what I've noticed here on this drive is they're picking up their pace on offense, and they're really starting to run the ball up the middle, get some holes, and it's really helping them out.
Now LaRose gets the carry on 1st down straight into the line. The entire pile's across the goal line, so that has to be a touchdown. UMass Dartmouth has tied this game. So finally, Alex, after not 1 but 2 turnovers, UMass Dartmouth finally does get the ball into the Fitchburg end zone, and they'll look to kick the extra point and take the lead here.
Yeah, after all that, it looks like UMass Dartmouth is poised with this extra point to lead this game. But you have to give them credit on that offensive possession off the turnover, getting a quick score.
High snap on the extra point and then a low kick, and it is no good. Steve Trask misses the extra point, so we are still tied at 6 with 5:51 to play here in the first.
Yeah, maybe a kicking controversy as well for UMass Dartmouth. We're not sure, but Steve Trask missed that one low. And we are all tied up at 6. How about this game so far? It's been very, very chippy. 2 turnovers for Fitchburg State, and UMass Dartmouth finally able to get on the board.
And really, if you're Patrick Haverty, you have to be irate with your offense. You have a 1-play scoring drive, and then your defense gives you another 3 and out, but you turn the ball over twice, and finally UMass Dartmouth is able to get into the end zone.
When you're playing a young team, you do not want to give them any confidence, and UMass Dartmouth is a very, very young team. You mentioned all the freshmen that they have. Most of their offensive players are freshmen or sophomores, and you do not want to give them any confidence, any reason to believe they can come into Fitchburg State this afternoon and win this game, and 2 turnovers have to be very discouraging for Patrick Haverty, Fitchburg State so far.
Falcon players here on the near sideline were saying, watch the quick kick. They think UMass Dartmouth might try a little trickeration here. Johnny Gomes and Tevin Bienemy set up deep to return for the Falcons. It's a low line drive kick, dropped by the up back I believe that's Malik Daniel on the return. He gets up to the 39-yard line. Looked like it was actually 38 Josh Knoll, a freshman for Fitchburg out of Haverhill. But pretty good field position for the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39. Teague and Titus are the running backs to either side of Delici. Now Stephon Teague comes in motion to the near side. Design pass on 1st down. Pass is complete to Philip St. Just. Across the 40, still fighting. They're going to keep giving him forward progress. He's all the way across the 45-yard line. I thought that play would be blown dead back at the 40, but instead it's a 7-yard gain.
At first when he caught it, I thought the plane was blown dead right there. I thought they were going to just call continuation, but he kept the pile moving and ended up picking about 3 more yards up after that catch.
2nd down and 3 now for the Falcons. Titus sets up in the slot, and Teague is the only running back. And it will be a handoff to Stephon straight up the middle. He is dragged down from behind, very close to a 1st down. I think they're going to spot him about half a yard short. It will stop the clock, perhaps for a measurement. No, move the chains. 1st down, Falcons.
Moving the chains. That's good enough for Fitchburg. 1st down.
Anthony Paternoster has checked into the game for the Falcons. He'll set up as an extra tight end. Looks like Titus is headed to the sideline. Now handoff goes to Teague running to the left side behind Paternoster. He's dancing out of tackles. Stephon Teague is still on his feet into Corsair territory, finally brought down at the 30-yard line. A great run for Stephon Teague.
That could arguably be his best run of the day right there, just showing his juke ability right at the line of scrimmage. And now, well, we'll take a look at it here. Stephon Teague up the middle. Jukes twice at the line of scrimmage, breaking tackles up the middle, breaking more tackles into the secondary. 24 there. Shaquille Bermit for UMass Dartmouth. So a great run.
Back to live action, play action. Delici will keep it himself. He's across the 20, brought down right there.
Flag
His helmet
flies in.
comes loose, a flag flies. I believe Delici will have to head to the sidelines for a play.
Yeah, we'll take a look at this again. It's just a straight run up the middle for Delici. We'll see if we pick up any penalty, but it looked like he hit the ground there pretty hard.
I believe there was a hold called against Robert Braun, so that good run by Garrett Delici will be negated.
It's 61 for Fitchburg State, just came off the field, and you see him on the sideline.
You see Braun on the sideline. Looks like he's being attended to. Might have suffered a left leg injury, it looks like. We also saw Stephon Teague hobble off earlier, but he is back on the field for what will be a 1st and 20 now from the Corsair 40. .357 left to play in this one. Score tied at 6. Delici back to pass, throws to the right side. Pass is complete. 86 for the Falcons is Trayvon Neal.
Trayvon Neal checking into the game, and a nice low pass there by Delici. Very impressive. Only where Trayvon Neal could get the ball, and a nice falling catch.
9-yard gain for Neal. That's his first reception of the season, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down and 11 for Fitchburg State. Delici looks to his left. Pass is dropped by Vasquez. He was wide open. Delici picked the worst place to hit him, though, right in the hands.
Yeah, it's amazing. You always see that, right? When you pass the ball either low or high, they make a great catch, and here, right in the hands, Vasquez drops it. And you're right. We'll take a look at it here. Just right through the hands. He threw it right at the numbers.
That's a shame. 3rd down and 11 for Fitchburg State. They need to get just outside the 20 of UMass Dartmouth for a 1st down. Teague and Titus will set up in the backfield. Now Teague comes in motion to the near side. Pump fake. Delici will throw a screen to the near far side to Titus. He's across the 30, still on his feet. No, they're going to mark him out of bounds and then throw a late flag. So that's a very interesting call coming up.
Yeah, very interesting call. Usually in the area of a defensive penalty, we'll see how these players move around here, but a very nice screen pass there. We'll see if the play holds up.
Holding on the offense, number 59, 10 yards, third down.
It is not a personal foul. It is instead the second hold of the series. So another 10-yard penalty. And rather than face a 4th and short, Mark Robichaux has decided to back the Falcons up and face them with 3rd and 16.
Big holding call there against Pat Johnson of Fitchburg State. So after a really nice screenplay to Titus, it's all negated. And a big 3rd down and long here coming up.
Trips receivers to the near side for the Falcons, and Stefan Teague sets up to the left of Delici. Back to pass on 3rd and long, now running with it. He's going to carry across the 30, breaks a tackle, and brought down at the 27. Delici was hit hard and low. A legal hit, but a hard hit by Joe Teixeira, and it will be 4th down for the Falcons.
Yeah, Joe Teixeira, one of the few seniors on this UMass Dartmouth team, making a big tackle there. Big open field tackle, because it looked like Delici had some room here up the middle after he broke through, and you see right there the tackle.
A diving tackle from behind by Teixeira may have saved a 1st down there. Now 4th and 6 for the Falcons. They will go for it, rightly in my estimation. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st quarter. Delici back to pass, now rolling to his right. He's got to get rid of it. He throws, passes tipped and falls incomplete. Intended for Philip St. Just, but it falls incomplete, and the Falcons turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and a good play call here by Patrick Haverty trying to pass for the 1st down. You see Delici rolling out to his right, gets a decent throw off, and again, right through the hands of Philip St. Just.
That's not a drop, though. That's just an impressive hit by Will Bizcaino, in my estimation. I'm sorry to step over you there, Alex, but that was not exactly a dropped ball. That was just a very good defensive play by the Corsairs.
Well, St. Just probably read the defense coming for him, and it probably had an effect on him trying to catch the ball.
That's a drop. You want to see a drop? That's a drop. Pass intended for Wadsworth falls incomplete. It will be 2nd down.
You're right there, John. I'll give you that one. That was about as obvious as it gets.
2nd down and 10 for the Corsairs at their 27. That pass was thrown by Barnes, and it feels like we do have to update the folks at home on just who is the quarterback on any given possession. Now a handoff goes to the near side. That's Ansah. He's across the 32, about the 32, and Frank Ansah has had a really good 1st quarter running the ball.
He has had a very good 1st quarter. He's really carried this team. I mean, and their one touchdown possession, he had a really nice run up the middle of the field, breaking tackles, and he's going to have to really carry this offense from the looks of it, from what we've seen so far here in the 1st quarter.
Corsairs now taking their time.
But again, another 3rd down and 5, and UMass Dartmouth has to convert on these or else they're going nowhere here today.
Barnes will keep it off the option. He is speared down at the 36. They're going to rightly say that the ball hit the ground. Barnes is about a yard shy of the line to gain. Now, on that last shot, we did see Bob Braun of the Falcons, who came off with an injury. He appears to be moving all right. Take a look at the replay here. Well, we couldn't actually see it. It was a very good play-action fake. Barnes did keep it himself. He's a yard shy, and probably the right call here. 4th and 1, pretty deep in your own territory, tied game. It looks like Wadsworth will kick it away, but it looks like.
We'll see how they draw this up on a 4th down and short.
Bieniemy makes the catch on the punt, now running backwards. He's trying to get some yardage. He's back to the 40, which is where he caught the ball, and that's about all he's going to get. I don't know if you can hear it at home, but here in the press box, we can hear the Corsair coaches berating their players. 3rd down and 5, they're saying, get your hand in the ground and just get the first down. Stop dancing around. UMass Dartmouth is a little frustrated right now.
Yeah, I was just going to say, needless to say, this has been a very frustrating first quarter for UMass Dartmouth, and their coaching staff is letting them know about it.
1st and 10 for the Falcons, 14 seconds left to play in the first. Stephon Teague gets the carry, a big hole for him, and then he's into the open field, loses the football. Fallen on by Steven Vasquez, but that is the 3rd Falcon fumble today.
Almost another complete disaster for Fitchburg State as you see Stephon Teague here up the middle. This is a great run until he gets past midfield up here, almost to the 45-yard line. Tackled from behind by William Biscaino, and almost another fumble lost, but Fitchburg State able to recover, and that will end a merciless first quarter here.
Merciless is a good word for it. Momentum swinging both ways, and on that last play, a really good job by Biscaino. He came in behind Stephon Teague and kind of punched at the ball, almost a European uppercut to the football, was able to knock it loose.
Yeah, and fortunately for Fitchburg State, they're able to get the ball back after that fumble recovery. But you're right about us hearing the UMass Dartmouth coaches. They are not very happy about the way this has started out for them. A very, very sloppy first quarter, really for both sides, but especially for UMass Dartmouth. The way they started the game near their own goal line, the 3-and-out where they could not even gain a yard. And they're able to get that one scoring possession, but still just – the kicking game has not worked for them. The punting game has not worked for them. And really, they can't figure out who they want to be the quarterback in this game. And it's a lot of decisions on the fly. It's amazing how, it's not a surprise at all that they're frustrated.
And on the other side, for Fitchburg State, there has to be that same frustration. They've had the ball, excellent field position multiple times. They keep turning it over. They just can't hang on to the football right now. As we go back to live action and start the second quarter, it will be 1st and 10 from the Corsair 42. High snap but brought down. Handoff goes to Stephon Teague up the middle. He gains about 5 and is brought down by a handful of Corsairs. Looks like Derek Tarpey was one of them.
Yeah, Stephon Teague up the middle here. And you'll see couple UMass Dartmouth players bring him down. Tarpey on the tackle.
2nd down and 6 now for the Falcons. Teague and Titus remain in the backfield. Vasquez is in the near slot next to Ty Spencer. Phil St. Juice lined up on the far side. Handoff goes to Titus, bounces it to the outside, but he is speared down hard. Trevor McNeil with an impressive tackle.
Yeah, and he has to be helped up off the ground, and Cody Titus getting his first run up the middle in a while, and you're right, he got hit real hard right there by Trevor McNeil, who has really made a name for himself in this game so far, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. McNeil having an excellent day so far. 3rd down and 5 now for the Falcons. Teague is the lone running back. Falcons bring in Trayvon Neal as an extra receiver, but it's a handoff to Teague. A flag comes in. Teague is brought down at the 33 by Joe Teixeira, but we will check the penalty.
Yeah, in all likelihood, this one looks like it will come back.
Holding on the offense, number 61.
10-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So once again, rather than take a decent 3rd down play that sets up 4th and short, Mark Robichaux elects to accept a holding penalty that will make it 3rd down and long. You can see there right on the play, Bob Braun very obviously holds the defender, opens up a hold for Stephon Teague, and it will be 3rd down and about 14 now for the Falcons. Now Cody Titus checks in as the only running back. Stephon Teague heads to the sidelines. Falcons once again go with 4 wide receivers. Delakia back to pass, now under pressure. He is going to get sacked, brought down hard. He had a moment, but he was under pressure almost immediately. Now we see some pushing and shoving after the play.
Yeah, Marcel Flynn, another freshman on this UMass Dartmouth team, in on the play along with a course of other defenders, and Delakia knocked way, way back. This sets up a 4th down and Leominster here for Fitchburg State.
Pretty much. Christopher Ludwig will come in to do the kicking for Fitchburg State. Set back deep for the Corsairs. Looks like that's John Beardsley. He is a freshman out of Hamilton, New Jersey. For the record, it appears to be 4th and 23, which is almost Leominster. A good kick by Ludwig, high, spiraling, taken in by Beardsley. Surprised he didn't call for a fair catch there. No yardage on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 Corsairs at their own 20.
Yeah, I think if Beardsley had to do that again, he would have called for a fair catch, and met by the whole
Pretty much
Fitchburg
the
State.
entire Falcon offensive line there.
Pretty much the entire Fitchburg State special teams unit was there to greet him once he caught the ball. And
He actually had 3 guys just standing around waiting for him to catch the ball so that they didn't get hit with a catching interference penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Corsairs at their own 21. Barnes will run the option and keep it himself. Across the line of scrimmage, brought down hard from behind. Talib Barksdale with an impressive tackle. Gain of maybe 3 for Barnes.
Talib Barksdale applying to him from Fitchburg. Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and
so we'll see what UMass Dartmouth does here on their first possession of the second quarter. See if their coaching staff got through to them.
Handoff up the middle, nothing there. Absolutely nothing. Brought down hard. Looked like that was 14 is Frank Ansah. Really Ansah's first negative carry of the day.
Yeah, Ansah's really had best day for them so far on the ground, and sets up another 3rd down and long here as he loses yardage on that last carry.
Good stop by Brian Onyekaful. He'll head to the sideline as the Falcons bring in an extra defensive back on 3rd and 7. You hear the Falcon defensive coaches in the box next to us saying you got to watch 15. That's Brendan LaRosa, excuse me. They think he's going to get the ball here on 3rd down. Whistles kill the play immediately.
Let's go, D. Get off the field.
And it is a false start against the Corsairs. They actually called a quarterback for that. Did he simulate the snap early, perhaps?
Yeah, that's odd. I mean, you never really see that called against a quarterback. He must have.
It was actually a delay of game, not a false start.
Okay.
Either way, it is a 5-yard penalty. It will be 3rd down and 12 for the Corsairs. They'll set up 3 receivers stacked to the far side, only 1 here on the near. And Scott Tupper, listed in your program as a cornerback, but he's set up as a runner here on 3rd down. Barnes will keep it to the near side. He's got a lot of field in front of him. Brought down out of bounds, close to 1st down yardage. He will move the chains. So a good run by Barnes. They line up all those receivers to the far side and then just run the quarterback here to the near.
Yeah, it was a straight run up the middle, straight run to the side by Barnes, and plenty of room up the middle, and easily picks up the 1st down as he's past the 30-yard line. So a good run there for UMass Dartmouth, much, much needed for them.
I'm not going to see it when we back it up.
1st and 10 Corsairs on the 32. And Tupper will stay in the backfield. Play action fake. Barnes will keep it himself. Gets to the 35, not much more than that, before he's brought down by Louis Feliz. And you can probably see it at home. The sun is coming out here at Elliott Field. It had been a gray, cloudy day, but now it's getting a little brighter. 2nd down and 7 for the Corsairs. Barnes will go from the shotgun once again. Handoff goes up the middle. I believe that's Tupper, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 40-yard line, and it is Scott Tupper, listed in your program freshman cornerback out of Holden, but he makes the carry there.
Yeah, this team full of freshmen, and Tupper checking in, getting a pretty solid run of 5 yards on that last play, setting up a 3rd down and manageable situation. We'll see if they do another running play.
They do indeed. It's a handoff to Tupper once again. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backward. Nothing doing there. A flock of Falcons, including Stanley Udor, leading the hit on Tupper, and it will be 4th down for the Corsairs, and it looks like they're going to kick it away.
Yeah, an interesting call here to kick it away on a 4th down and short, but I understand the reasoning. I thought Barmes was actually going to try to run that one on the 3rd down. It was a 3rd down and manageable. You see that before Barnes had success on his last run, so 4th down, they don't convert, and they're going to kick it away here again.
Wadsworth on to do the kicking. It's a fake. He's going to carry it himself across the 40, brought down hard. He is marked down at the 41. He is a yard shy of the first down.
Barely picked up a yard on that fake, but I understand why they did it. You know, they haven't had a lot of success in the punting game.
And they had the opening there.
They certainly did, and credit Fitchburg State, 31. That's
Asante Easter.
Easter getting in on the tackle.
I have 2 points there. Asante Easter did a good job to avoid his defender, but he also got away with a face mask.
He did, and fortunately for Fitchburg State, did not get called. Obviously would have been an automatic first down.
1st and 10 Falcons. They get great field position once again at the Corsair 41. Teague gets the carry out of the pistol. Across the 40, nothing really there. Teague bounces out of a tackle once again across the 30 to the 20, the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Falcons. There is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage, and it's a hold.
82, 10 yards, first down.
That looked like a great run by Stefan Teague, but we'll take a look at the replay and see if we can pick up the hold.
Yeah, Alexander Morris, number 82, is going to be guilty of this hold, but Stefan Teague, how did he get out of this, out of the line of scrimmage? And
he got out of it because he had Alexander Morris tackling his defender. You can see it right there.
Yep, right at the line of scrimmage, Alexander Morris, and that flag came in very early, an obvious call there.
A lot of times on those big touchdown runs, you see the hold is well away from the play, but no, that hold really opened up the hole for Stefan Teague.
Yeah, and the referee saw it right away, threw the flag, and that play was dead.
Bit of confusion on the snap with the clock, but the clock will start on the snap. 9:01 to go here in the second quarter. Excuse me. Falcons now back in their own territory, 1st and 20 at their own 49. Handoff to Teague up the middle. He's across midfield, and not much more. You kind of hesitate to say not much more for Stefan Teague because there's always the chance that he just bounces it out and he's gone.
Yeah, that's been a great point, especially for this game with his juking ability and on that last run. Other than the holding call, I mean, he really did a great job getting to the outside. It's unfortunate for Fitchburg State that play had to come back, but Stefan Teague had a great run there and a nice run here up the middle. He's got that real explosive ability that we've seen a lot of this year.
Second down pass, play action, pass falls incomplete. Nothing really Steven Vasquez could do on that. Delakiai didn't have the opportunity to set his feet, so he threw that one just with his arm, and the pass fell short.
Yeah, you could tell Delakiai being pressured there really threw that ball flat-footed and not able to get a whole lot on the throw. Not much Vasquez could do on that whatsoever.
Now 3rd and 18 for the Falcons. Teague will set up to the left side of Delakiai. Garrett will throw to the left. It's a long pass intended for Philip St. Just. He brings it in. Is he inbounds? Yes. A great catch by St. Just. A big first down for the Falcons.
What a great throw there by Garrett Delakiai. You're going to see him drop back here. The offensive line does its job, and he throws up another ball. And this was only where St. Just could get it. I mean, a great throw by Delakiai up the sideline. A huge pickup for Fitchburg State. First down, gain of about 20 yards plus on a long 3rd down and 18.
Now play action fake. Delakiai rolls to the right. He throws to the right. Pass is high, intended for Vasquez, but incomplete. Delakiai has targeted Steven Vasquez 3 times today. Hasn't been able to hit him yet.
Yeah, and this was a tough one for Delakiai because I thought he made a throw where Vasquez could jump up and get it, but through his hands. A nice throw there on the bootleg by Delakiai. He's had a very good first half so far.
It would have been an impressive catch, but you're right, Alex. Vasquez did get a hand on that one. He could have brought it in. 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons at the 22 of the Corsairs. High snap, quick pass to the far side is complete to St. Just. He's across the 20, fighting for yardage. A flag comes in late. 2 flags, in fact.
More late flags on the play, and a nice screen pass there to St. Just. We'll see how this call goes. It looks like Fitchburg State is backing up, and UMass Dartmouth is clapping their hands, so this one will certainly come back from early indications. A lot of suspense, though, as we wait.
Bated breath. This is going to be worth it, though.
Dead ball, personal foul. Number 6 of the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
What'd I tell you? It was worth it. Jordan McDonald called for the personal foul. We'll take a look at it on the replay, see if we can see what happened.
Yeah, we'll take a look here. There's the completion to St. Just. We'll see if anything comes up here.
Now, McDonald is right here. He just got knocked to the ground, and we'll see as a continuation of the play. That is a bad call, honestly.
Yeah, that is a really bad call. And UMass Dartmouth was clapping their hands. I did not think that this call would be against them whatsoever, but a horrible call here in the first half.
We might have missed what happened beforehand, but it certainly looked like Pat Johnson knocked McDonald to the ground.
They may have got that one reversed, and it was interesting because they were taking so long to discuss what the call was, but not a very good call whatsoever against UMass Dartmouth.
Corsairs will take their first time out of the first half. They have 2 remaining with 7:51 to play. And, you know, Alex, we are perhaps just a little bit biased being here on Fitchburg Access Television and me wearing my Fitchburg State College sweatshirt, but it certainly looked like the Falcons got away with one there.
Yeah, it certainly does. And the early indications were when the flag got thrown, it was an obvious call because everybody threw their flag in. But UMass Dartmouth was clapping like the call was clearly against Fitchburg State. And looking at the replay we just showed, it seemed like, you know, Fitchburg State got pushed down. You know, somebody from Fitchburg State pushed somebody else.
Absolutely,
from
yes.
UMass Dartmouth down, and I did not pick anything up against UMass Dartmouth there from the looks of it. So clearly Fitchburg State got the benefit of that one, and we'll see how much of an effect it has. It was obviously a huge call as far as field position goes. Now it's first down and goal from the 9.
And that really has been
instead of being
something
backed
that
up.
we've noticed here in the first half. There have already been 2 or 3 calls that looked like they could have been made against the Falcons that weren't. You know, on that 4th down, the fake punt, there was the face mask penalty that wasn't called. But as we return to live action here, it will be first and goal for the Falcons at the Corsair 9-yard line. Stefan Teague sets up behind Delikiai, and he will get the carry. He's into the line of scrimmage. Not much there, fighting for yardage. He'll be brought down at about the 5. Although the Corsairs come away with the football, they're saying they have it, but the referees do not agree.
Yeah, the ref's calling him back. Fitchburg State not losing the ball there from...
Forward progress was stopped at the 5-yard line, so it's a gain of 4 for Stefan Teague. Ball actually spotted at the 6-yard line. Delikiai will go from the shotgun once again. He has Teague behind him, and a flag comes in late.
Offsides, number 59 of the offense, lined up in the neutral zone. Second down.
It's very rare you see an offside call against the offense, but they do call Pat Johnson there for being lined up in the neutral zone. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and it will be second and goal now from the 11.
Yeah,
I honestly cannot recall the last time I saw an offside call against the offense.
Yeah, it's very, very rare. Must have been lined up in the neutral zone. Pat Johnson, the senior. And that backs it up to the 12.
Delikiai will throw to the end zone pass intended for St. Just. A flag comes in, but he made the catch.
What a catch.
One-handed reception for Philip St. Just.
Yeah, and we have
Robert Braun. We saw him leave with an injury earlier.
On the defense, number 24. Penalty is declined. Touchdown.
well, that has to be the catch of the year. The touchdown will stand after the penalty. You'll see it here, Delikiai throwing this ball. Another jump ball out of bounds, but look at that catch. In the back corner of the end zone, near the pylon. St. Jude's bringing it in with one hand. Just a tremendous catch, and maybe the play of the year for Fitchburg State on offense. And they take the lead.
Eric Anastasio on to attempt the extra point. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. So 6:49 to play. The Falcons take the lead once again, 13-6. If you had said, Alex, that the Falcons are going to score a touchdown on their first play within 2 minutes of the start of the game, you wouldn't have thought that it would take them another quarter and a half to get on the board again.
Certainly not the way this game has been going, but again, sloppy turnovers from Fitchburg State. We've seen 2 of them. Almost another near fumble loss by Stephon Teague. Almost lost another fumble for them. I think that's what's really held them up, but really, this game is a 7-point game right now, 13-6, but it does feel like a lot more, judging by how UMass Dartmouth's offense has been performing so far here early on. They still can't figure out who they want their quarterback to be. I guess we're going to still see Trent Barnes, but
it has mostly been Barnes. We saw Cullen Hanna really for one series, but other than that, it has been Barnes. Steve Roy set up deep to return for the Corsairs alongside Devon Green, both of them freshmen.
It has been a frustrating first half for both sides of the ball. I think Fitchburg State could easily be up more, and UMass Dartmouth could also be ahead in this game as well if their offense could just perform a lot better than they have already.
Roy takes this one in at the 15. He's across the 20 and brought down there. 46 is Stanley Udor. Made a big hit.
Stanley Udor with a very nice open field tackle here on special teams for Fitchburg State.
Udor is a sophomore DB out of Boston. He'll stay in on the defense as the Corsairs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Corsairs, 1st and 10.
And this is a huge drive for UMass Dartmouth here. 6:43 to go in the half, trying to answer another touchdown by Fitchburg State.
First down play action fake. Barnes will keep it himself. He'll slide down in the backfield. Loss of a couple.
Yeah, Barney's really not going anywhere on this run play. Fitchburg State had that sniffed out right away, and
looked like it was Udor as well as Tony Lewis in on the hit for the Falcons. Now the Corsairs come out, 3 receivers stacked to the far side. Barney's back to pass on 2nd down. Looks to his left. Pass is tipped and incomplete. A flag comes in. We'll take a look at that one.
all indications are this might come back.
Holding on the offense, number 75. 10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So Pat Haverty elects to accept the penalty, and you could see right there, 75 for the Corsairs is Pat Sullivan. He is, wait for it, a freshman, and he is called for the hold.
Yeah, and you see this young team by UMass Dartmouth really showing their true colors here this afternoon on the road in a hostile environment of Fitchburg State. And a very frustrating slow start for them here in the first half.
Deuce is wild, 2nd down and 22 here in the second quarter. Quick pass to the far side is complete to Brendan LaRosa. He's across the 10 to the 14. So a small gain. It'll be 3rd down and about 18, it looks like.
Another 3rd down and long for UMass Dartmouth here.
3rd and 18.
3rd down and 18, empty backfield for the Corsairs. 3 receivers to the near side and 2 on the far. Now Barney's changing the play. It's a quick pass to the far side. That's complete to LaRosa. Across the 15, brought down out of bounds. Pat Doherty leading the hit for the Falcons.
Interesting call there. Screen pass on a 3rd down and very long, and you see it again pass to La Rosa down the side, and really Fitchburg State not fooled whatsoever.
Now, we did see Wadsworth fake the punt last time, but fourth and forever from deep in his own territory, I think he's going to kick this one away. Good snap. Wadsworth does get the kick away. It's a low line drive, bounces at midfield, takes a Corsair roll, and it will go out of bounds at about the Falcon 37. So a good kick by Wadsworth. Falcons will take over, looking to get one more score before they go to the locker rooms for the second half.
Yeah, it was his best punt of the game so far. And for Fitchburg State, this is an opportunity to really smell blood right here. I mean, go for the knockout, 13-6. It feels like a lot more than that, but you get another touchdown on this drive or more points. You really put UMass Dartmouth in a tough position, make it a two-possession game. The way UMass Dartmouth has been playing so far in this first half, this game might be over at that point.
Whistles and flags before the snap once again.
Offsides on the offense, number 59.
Line up in the neutral zone.
It's the second time today that the Falcon offensive line has been called for lining up in the neutral zone.
I thought this was rare, wasn't it?
That's what I had heard, but nobody told the Falcons that.
And we've seen two in a row.
First down and 15 now for the Falcons. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's got a good hole. He's across the 40, still on his feet. Dragged down at the 46-yard line. A good hole initially, and then Stefan Teague just turned on the Jets.
Well, when you're playing a team full of freshmen, you can get away with penalties like that because you have a guy like this, Stefan Teague, up the middle, just juking his way and brought down by Stevan Fuller, saving a first down, but second down and short after the penalty.
Now 2nd and 1, quick pass to the near side is complete to Spencer. Ducks out of a tackle, gets across midfield. He'll have a first down. A flag comes in late. Do these referees just like yellow or something? They're throwing it all over the place.
We've seen a decent amount of penalties here in this first half.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense, number 41.
Well, that's the 4th or 5th time we've seen a face mask grab today, and the first time it got called. It'll give the Falcons 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah, well, I think we're going to be in for a long day of penalties here, and this is just how it's setting up. We'll see it right there, number 41. Guess who?
Trevor
McNeil.
McNeil.
Again, he's really making a name for himself out there in every way possible, picking up the face mask there, costing his team another 15.
The last time McNeil committed a personal foul, he responded by knocking the ball out for a fumble. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's across the 35 to the 29-yard line. Good gain for Teague. Give him about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Derek Tarpey there on the tackle, the sophomore. One of the few people on UMass Dartmouth who aren't freshmen.
3.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Falcons looking to get one more score. And remember, they will get the ball to begin the third quarter. Cody Titus comes back in. He sets up to the left of Delakiai with Teague to the right. And Titus gets the carry on 2nd down. He is swamped immediately. Brought down in the backfield. Leading the assault for the Corsairs was, guess who? Trevor McNeil.
Trevor McNeil. Just doing everything for UMass Dartmouth, really keeping them in this game, making it as close as it is right now. Only a 7-point game, but still, I like Fitchburg State the way that they're driving down the field here. This is obviously a huge third down and 9, but a chance to get some points here, and you make up a good point. They're going to get the ball back to start the second half, so they certainly want to look for some points, anything they can get.
Play action fake. Delakiai rolls to his left, looking to pass. Throws against his body for St. Just. A leaping reception, and then a flag comes in late, and the Corsairs are irate.
Yeah, this penalty looks like it's going to go against them, but St. Just, again, making another spectacular catch. He's 6'3", 210, and he's been using every bit of that frame here in the first half, making that great catch in the back of the end zone, and then making this catch to pick up the first down.
Roughing the passer, defense number 41. Half the distance to the goal, first down.
They called that penalty against McNeil, but on the replay, I thought it was Neil Swenson. Take a look at this.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it again. Delakiai moving his way out. And you're right, it was not Stephen McNeil for a change this time.
No, it's 44 Neil Swenson. You didn't see him commit the penalty there, but immediately after the flag was thrown, Swenson threw his hands up like, what do I have to do? Swenson could not believe that penalty. It gives the Falcons 1st and 10 at the Corsair 11. Now a handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's hit in the backfield and brought down hard. Looked like it was Joe Teixeira leading the assault for the Corsairs. And that'll take us to the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
Yeah, and Fitchburg stayed in very, very good shape here at the 11-yard line after that penalty. And really stupid penalties have done UMass Dartmouth in big time here in the first half. And Fitchburg State, if they can punch it in for another touchdown here, are set up extremely well considering they're going to get the ball back to start the second half.
2nd down and 11 from the Corsair 12. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but whistles kill the play and timeout Fitchburg State. So Pat Haverty uses his first timeout with 1:40 to go here in the half. They'll take a minute and to look over this play call.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Pat Haverty calls here. I mean, they're pretty close here to the goal line, and you're right, they do not need a touchdown to get a first down. So I wonder if we're going to look at maybe a screen play, maybe a pass, take a shot into the end zone, maybe another run play up the middle with Stefan Teague, who's had a tremendous first half here early on.
Now here on the near sideline, we saw Robert Braun leave with an injury a couple of times in the first half. He has an ice pack on his left ankle. He does not look like he's going to be returning to the field anytime soon.
Yeah, and if my mind serves me right, which I'm not sure it does, but I believe it was the same area that he left in the first time he went out a few plays ago. And it looks like you're right. I don't think he will be returning this time around as he has the ice right on his ankle on the sideline.
Falcon offense back on the field. They'll face 2nd and 11 from the Corsair 12. Teague and Titus are in the backfield. Steven Vasquez is in the near side slot. Spencer wide on the near side and Philip St. Just wide on the far. Now Teague goes in motion to the near side. Delakia back to pass, throws to the right for the end zone. Spencer is wide open. Touchdown Falcons. That might be the easiest touchdown Ty Spencer will ever have.
One of the easiest touchdowns Garrett Delakia will probably throw in his college career as well. Spencer was wide open in the back corner of the end zone. All Delakia had to do was just lay it in for him, and as you take a look, there he is, just barely even had to jump for the ball. Spencer brings it down, and Fitchburg State is an extra point away from taking a 14-point lead.
Extra point attempt is up and no good, wide to the left. Some good pressure by the Corsairs, the second missed extra point of the game. But the Falcons do have a 2-score lead. 1:35 to go here in the first half. They're up 19-6.
Well, I'll take credit for jinxing that extra point, but Fitchburg State did get the job done there on that touchdown drive right before the halftime whistle. 1:35 remaining. I don't think they have too much to worry about with the UMass Dartmouth offense, the way things have been going here this afternoon. Just try to get a clean end to the half here. You're going to get the ball back to begin the second half, and Fitchburg State set up beautifully here this afternoon going into halftime. They have really got it done on every side of the ball, and that's been the difference in this game so far. They're clicking on all cylinders. Their defense looks great coming off of their win last week. They've really been able to continue that momentum, and this team looks a lot better than their record really shows. I think we talked about that a month ago, the last time we saw them. They have been very, very competitive.
Anastasio will kick away. Roy and Green set up deep to return. It is Roy taking it in on the 10-yard line. He'll cut it up to the middle. Really nothing there. Brought down at the 25. Decent return, sets up okay field position for the Corsairs. They have 89 seconds and 2 timeouts, and down 2 scores, giving the ball to start the second half. You have to think that they're going to at least try to get points on the board here.
Well, this is an interesting move, having Trent Barnes on this final offensive possession. I would maybe consider going to Colin Hanna because I think he's a better passer. UMass Dartmouth really needs to pass the ball down the field here. Still the 2 timeouts, so you have plenty of time.
Play action fake pass is complete. Looks like that's Frank Ansah on the reception. They're not throwing it down the field, but so far they are getting yardage. 17 yards and a first down. Take a look at this one again.
Yeah, it's a screen pass to Ansah down the sideline, and he does the right thing getting out of bounds, but a very good gain up to near the 40-yard line for UMass Dartmouth.
1st and 10 Corsairs at the 38-yard line. Barnes remains the quarterback. Handoff goes to the far side. That's Scott Tupper, the ball carrier. Good yardage for him across the 45, but brought down inbounds. Kellen Ferrone did a good job knocking the ball carrier down. Corsairs elect not to use a timeout. They'll go no huddle, hurry back to the line. 105, 104 now to go here in the second quarter. 2nd down and 2, flags fly on the snap. Falcons may have been offside. Tupper is into the open field, dragged down at the 30-yard line. It's a big gain for Scott Tupper, but we will check the penalty.
This is going to be too many men on the field for Fitchburg State's defense. They had some substitution problems. It was Anthony Henry trying to get off the field. That's my guess on this call.
Illegal substitution. 12 men on the field. On the defense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
So you're absolutely right, Alex. Even with 12 men on the field, the Falcons could not stop Scott Tupper.
Scott Tupper with a great run up the middle, and I think Fitchburg State's defense kind of stopped a little bit because they knew the penalty was on them. It was really a dead play, and UMass Dartmouth took full advantage.
50 seconds now to go here in the first half. Barnes will throw. Pass is tipped and incomplete. A great defensive play by Elijah Torres.
Yeah, nice play by Elijah Torres, and Luis Feliz was right in the area as well. It could have easily been intercepted. We'll take another look here. Torres makes a tip, but Feliz is right there.
That is a beautifully thrown ball, too. Now on 2nd down, Barnes will fake twice and keep it himself. He's across the 25-20, still on his feet. Finally dragged down at the 15-yard line. Stop the clock, move the chains, 40 seconds to play. Corsairs knocking on the door. They've got another first down.
Yeah, interesting. They're keeping going here without calling a timeout. They still have 2 timeouts remaining, and Barney's running into his own player twice.
Play action fake now, pass to the far side is complete.
Now they should call timeout.
Hit immediately by Frank Ansah. Loss of 3, and it'll burn a timeout. Corsairs stop the clock for their 2nd time. 31 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and I think for them, they need to go to the end zone here a couple times, as many as they can, because I'm not sure how much confidence they have in their kicking game here in the first half. Already missing 1 extra point, so they'll be certainly taking some shots into the end zone. For Fitchburg State, just keep them in the middle of the field, make them burn clock and burn timeouts. But it'll be interesting to see what their strategy is here going forward with 31 seconds left.
We really have not seen this level of offense from the Corsairs in the first half, but as they need it here at the end of the quarter, they've been able to produce it. A good job on this drive by Trent Barnes.
Well, that penalty, that substitution penalty really hurt Fitchburg State. That was a long run, and that's what set up UMass Dartmouth here. But I'm surprised that they didn't call any timeouts earlier. I guess they were waiting for this moment right here.
Now 2 men go in motion. They'll have to set up and stop. Barney's calling signals to the line of scrimmage, and it's a design snap to the running back. Now a pitch and then a pass to Barney's. He can't bring the ball in. Little bit of trickeration there. Let's see if we can follow this one. It was a direct snap to Tupper, who pitched to Ansah, and then Ansah threw to Barney's, who could not bring the ball in.
Yeah, and you know what? This play looks like it was going to work, but Ansah just could not get a lot on the throw back to Barney's, who was open. He had space even to get out of bounds, but Barney's could not come up with it, and really a lot of trickeration, and it sets up 3rd down and 12. At least they didn't have to burn another timeout, but really too much there on that one play. Just try to get up the middle. Try to get as many yards as you can. Try to make a conventional pass.
I think it was a well-designed play. It's just Ansah hurried the pass a little too much. Now on 3rd and 12, Barnes will keep it himself, running to the near side. He's across the 10, dragged down at the 5. It's going to be enough for a first down. Stop the clock, move the chains. We've got 16 seconds to play. The Corsairs take their final timeout.
Yeah, Barney's with a nice run up here to his left and picking up. Yeah, he will pick up a first down. About down to the 4-yard line from the looks of it. So UMass Dartmouth with 16 seconds left, set up with first down and goal. It'll be interesting to see what they call here with 1 timeout remaining.
No, they just took their last timeout.
Oh, they just took their last timeout. So
time enough for 2, maybe 3 passes to the end zone. But if you're Trent Barnes, you absolutely have to get rid of the ball here. If he gets sacked, the half is over. I don't think the Corsairs will have time to set up and spike the ball. Certainly not enough time to run the field goal unit on there.
Yeah, for UMass Dartmouth, you just need points on this possession. I mean, you just gave up that long drive to Fitchburg State with a minute and a half to go, making this a 2-possession game. If UMass Dartmouth comes back here and really answers with another touchdown of their own, right, answering the Fitchburg State touchdown, I think they'll feel pretty good about themselves going into halftime, considering how frustrating and how sloppy this first half has been for them.
First and goal from the 4. Corsairs will come out with 2 men in the backfield. They've got Ansah as well as Brinston Facey. Barnes will go from the shotgun. Play action fake, rolls to the left side. He's going to carry, and he's run out of bounds. Good play there by Asante Easter. A very interesting play call. We just said if they're brought down in bounds, they can't really stop the clock, but they tried the run anyway.
Yeah, and Asante Easter, give him credit for staying with Barnes the whole time, even getting a stiff arm right there, but really no gain, only a gain of 1.
Now second down and goal, still at the 4-yard line. Motion before the snap. That's a false start on the left tackle.
False start on the offense. Number 75. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That is a killer penalty for UMass Dartmouth, and I could hear their defensive coaches on that yelling, very, very frustrated. That's just summed up their entire first half right there, that penalty. A false start when you're at the 3-yard line.
Second down and goal for the Corsairs. They're backed up to the 9-yard line now. 11 seconds left to play here in the first half. Probably time for 2 passes to the end zone. Barney's barking signals he'll take the snap from the shotgun. He's got Facey to his left just as a blocker. Barney's under pressure, has to get rid of it, throws to the end zone. Pass is swatted down, but a flag comes in. Talib Barksdale knocked that pass down.
Yeah, and this one looks like it will certainly go against Fitchburg State. Could be
Pass interference on the defense. Number 2. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be spotted at the 2-yard line.
Pass interference indicated against Terrence Seaforth. They'll spot the ball at the 2-yard line. But if you want to be positive for a second, that play killed 6 seconds and didn't put 6 points on the board. Now first and goal from the 2. Corsairs hand it off. A very gutsy play call. Scott Tupper close to the line of scrimmage. They're going to, no, touchdown. I thought they were going to mark him short, but they rule a touchdown on the final play of the first half, and then a flag comes in late, of course.
Whoa, what else do you expect in a half like this? I mean, a questionable play call.
3-yard touchdown.
A gutsy call, like you said, a run up the middle.
The touchdown is good. After the touchdown, dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 21.
So Tevin Bienemy called for unsportsmanlike conduct. And in addition to that, we have a Falcon being helped off the field. Asante Easter putting basically no pressure at all on his left leg.
Penalty to be assessed on the second half kickoff.
So a handoff up the middle on 1st and goal from the 2 with 5 seconds left and no timeouts. That is confidence in your running back and in your offensive line. And you can see here, Tupper is hit behind the line of scrimmage and dives forward.
Almost a disaster there by UMass Dartmouth, but they're able to get away with it. Fitchburg State was in the area.
Now the Corsairs line up to go for 2. Barnes has 2 men in the backfield with him. He'll take the shotgun snap, throws to the right, pass is caught, and the 2-point conversion is good. Frank Ansah gets in for the deuce. So right at the end of the half, it is Fitchburg 19, UMass Dartmouth 14.
Well, all I can say is this has been a very interesting first half, to say the least, just in many ways. A lot of penalties, some very, very sloppy play. Fitchburg State with 2 costly fumbles that may have opened this up a little bit more had they been able to convert on those possessions. But UMass Dartmouth able to answer 2 Fitchburg State touchdown drives. I think that's huge for them going into halftime, getting the 2-point conversion here, only making this a 5-point game. After everything that we've seen, you have to wonder how good they're going to be feeling in the locker room here at halftime.
The Falcons will get the ball back to start the second half, but we will take a break here on FATV. Alex Bogdasarian and John Gugerty with you. We will have the second half action coming up from Elliott Field. As the Falcons take the field, we welcome you back here to Fitchburg and Elliott Field. John Gugerty alongside Alex Bogdasarian. And Alex, the Falcons lead this one by a score of 19-14, but it feels like it could be a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, it certainly does. And, I mean, if you look at the stories of this first half, penalties have really been the story. I mean, 16 total in the game. And 9 penalties for 86 yards for UMass Dartmouth. They have had killer penalties against them. Fitchburg State, they have had some opportunities to take advantage of those penalties, but 2 fumbles in this first half. That has stood out to me as far as why Fitchburg State isn't further ahead in this game. And also UMass Dartmouth doing a nice job of answering 2 Fitchburg State touchdown possessions and getting the 2-point conversion to end the first half, making this only a 5-point game at halftime. It's going to be interesting to see what the coaches had to say going into this second half now. Fitchburg State's going to get the ball back to begin the second half, but you're right, Fitchburg State should probably be much further ahead in this game like they are. Stephon Teague, the standout runner for Fitchburg State so far, 12 carries, 111 net yards in this game so far.
Including a big touchdown on his first touch of the game.
That's right. So Fitchburg State, they're still set up pretty well here to begin this second half. And also Garrett Delicia has made some great throws in the first half, throwing for 110 yards, 2 touchdowns. And he's going to have to keep it up. This is a battle of freshmen. This is freshman quarterbacks. Dartmouth has a very young team. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how the second half plays out, but I think the penalties were really the standout stat of the first half, if you want to talk about that.
And as we speak about penalties, there was a penalty on the Dartmouth touchdown right at the end of the first half, so the Corsairs will kick this one off from midfield. And it's a high booting kick taken in right at the goal line. Looks like that's Johnny Gomes on the return, and Gomes has some yardage in front of him. He's knocked down at the 27, so Johnny Gomes gets decent field position for the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, and the ball getting kicked off at the 50-yard line. And Fitchburg State set up past the 25-yard line to the 26, so needless to say that penalty was a little bit costly for UMass Dartmouth. But again, their defense is going to have to step it up here in the second half if they want to come back. It's still only a 1-possession game.
Delicia comes out in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Stephon Teague on 1st down. He's got a big hole in front of him across the 35, brought down very close to a 1st down yardage. They will stop the clock, move the chains. So Stephon Teague, we said, 12 carries, 111 yards, and a touchdown in the first half. He starts the second with an 11-yard rush for a 1st down.
Yeah, and just what Fitchburg State wants to see out of him for the second half. Just continue on with what he's doing.
Now on first down, pass by Delici is complete. That's Philip St. Just on the far sideline. He's got a first down. He's out to midfield.
Yeah, St. Just, who made some great catches in the first half of this game on the screenplay, another 11-yard gain. So Fitchburg State moving the ball right away here at the beginning of the second half. And it looks like this is coming back.
A hold called.
Still first down.
A hold called against the Falcons. It's a downfield hold, 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So it will be first down and about 16 for Fitchburg State.
Falcons first and 16. Their own 32.
Teague to the left, Titus to the right on first down. Handoff to Stefan Teague. Got a nice hole up the middle, breaks out of a tackle. He's driven down from behind. They'll give him forward progress to the 33. Gain of just a couple. It'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, Teague trying to get some yardage back there on that run, but a costly holding call, a late call that came in, negating the first down by St. Just. So it'll be interesting to see how Fitchburg State responds now. 2nd down and 15.
Cody Titus heads to the sideline. Steven Vasquez checks in as an extra receiver. Teague gets the carry on the draw. Corsairs sniff it out pretty well. Teague gains about 3, but that's not going to do it on 2nd and long. It'll be 3rd and call it a long 12, which sounds redundant.
Yeah, and an opportunity here for UMass Dartmouth to make a stop here at the beginning of the second half, which would be very important for them, considering how Fitchburg State has moved the ball in the first 2 plays of this second half. That penalty backing them up, but a huge 3rd down here for UMass Dartmouth. They need to get a stop here if they want to get back into this game.
Now Teague comes in motion to the far sideline on 3rd down. Pump fake pass is complete to Ty Spencer. Running a drag across the middle, looking to cut it upfield. He's across the 40, marked out of bounds at the 43. It's a gain of 6, but he needed 6 more, and the Falcons will kick it away.
Yeah, an interesting play call there. I kind of like that call by Pat Haverty trying to go with a screen pass up the middle. See Ty Spencer, just not enough room in the middle of the field. I think that's what he wanted to do, try to get downfield, and it was our favorite player on UMass Dartmouth.
Was it Trevor McNeil?
Trevor McNeil
It was
there.
Trevor McNeil.
Disrupting that play up the middle, making the tackle. So Fitchburg State stuffed up.
Hugely set deep for the Corsairs.
Christopher Ludwig on to punt it away for the Falcons. Good snap, kick is away, low line drive, bounces at the 35, and is picked up by Beardsley at his own 20. He's out to about the 31 before he's brought down. John Beardsley, the freshman wide receiver, comes to us out of Hamilton, New Jersey. And the Corsair offense will come back out. Now, on the UMass Dartmouth side, it's been a lot of Trent Barney's, both rushing and passing. On the day, Barney's 12 carries, 56 yards, and he's also 5 of 9 throwing.
Yeah, that about sums up their offense when Trevor Barney's is their leading rusher in this game so far, and he's going to rush it again.
Now, Barney's does take it himself along the far side. Brought down after a gain of just a couple. Looked like Terrence Seaforth and Alex Alcala leading the hit for the Falcons. And the clock stops. We have an injured Falcon. Looks like that is Terrence Seaforth.
Yeah, and that would not be a good loss for Fitchburg State. Seaforth down. We'll take another look at it. Barney is another run to his right side, and we'll see what happens to Seaforth right here. He's going to come in and make the play.
Looked like he might have been hit on his right arm. It almost looked as if another Falcon, Brian Onyekaful, slammed into his arm. And they are looking at the right arm of Terrence Seaforth.
Yeah, Seaforth, you know, one of the best defensive back Fitchburg State has, and that would not be a good loss for him if he has to come out for any extended period of time.
You did see on the replay, I thought it was Onyekaful who came in and slammed into Seaforth. We'll take another look at it.
Yeah, what do you see here, John? It looked like...
Well, there's Onyekaful at the bottom of the screen. It isn't Onyekaful. You see Seaforth right there in the middle, and then another Falcon comes in as he's trying to make the hit, and he just whacks into Seaforth's right arm. It isn't Onyekaful. I can't tell who it is.
Yeah, hard to tell who that was, but
but another Falcon defender did hit the right arm of Terrence Seaforth, and we'll see if Seaforth is able to come back to the game. Now on second down, the Corsairs change quarterbacks. That's Cullen Hanna, and he'll hand it off. Straight up the middle goes Scott Tupper. He was their leading rusher among the running backs for the Corsairs in the first half.
Yeah, and an interesting play call there. I thought Hanley would come in to throw the ball, but it looked like he just had a handoff there and sets up a 3rd down and 4. I think he's usually in the game to throw the ball, so interesting that they have a handoff there.
Hanna has Tupper to his right on 3rd down. He'll hand it off again. No, an excellently executed play-action fake. Fooled everyone except Christopher Taylor. And Christopher Taylor was there making the tackle, and he's the only guy who mattered.
Yeah, Christopher Taylor there, almost untouched, getting right to the quarterback and sniffed that out very, very quickly, and a big loss there on 3rd down and long, so it will set up a 4th down for UMass Dartmouth here.
And Kevin Wadsworth on to kick it away. Tevin Bienemy set back deep to return for the Falcons. High, deep kick. Wadsworth really got into that one. It's going to bounce at the 20, and the only break for the Falcons is that it rolls into the end zone. That was a booming punt, but it is a touchback. An impressive kick there by Kevin Wadsworth.
Yeah, needless to say, this was Wadsworth's best kick of the day by far. And the only bad break for UMass Dartmouth on that was the fact that it rolled right into the end zone, and you see it there. Very, very close to getting the ball, but too much momentum on the football rolling to the end zone, and Dartmouth could not get there in time.
A valiant effort there by 27. That's Quinn Barbado. Almost knocked that ball down, but it did roll into the end zone. So the Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague on 1st down. He's across the 25 before he's even hit, and he falls forward to about the 30. That's very close to a 1st down, but it looks like they're going to mark him about a half-yard shy. So it will be second down and less than a yard. This is the kind of situation an offensive coordinator loves because he can dial up just about anything. They'll give it to Teague, just try to get the yardage. He has it and more across the 35 to about the 37. Goes at STeague3 on Twitter.
Yeah, Teague did a nice job of following his blockers on this run up the middle. One of the best power runs we've seen the whole game. You see him grabbing the offensive lineman there, 67 for Fitchburg State.
Ben Davis.
Ben Davis, the lead blocker. And a nice run for Stefan Teague, a 1st down for Fitchburg State.
Now Teague goes in motion. Delikiai's pass is incomplete. Maybe some miscommunication there. Delikiai thought Spencer was running the out. Spencer thought he was running the go. Pass fell incomplete.
Yeah, you see Delikiai looking at Spencer there after that pass, saying he's actually pointing to himself, saying it's on him. So Delikiai just seemed to be rushed there with that throw, a bad throw. We'll take a look at it again. And really not a lot of pressure on him, but he got it off quick and just didn't make a good throw.
Now on 2nd down, handoff goes up the middle. That's Cody Titus. He is hit hard. A flag comes in late. I thought that was a legal hit right at the end of the play, but we'll see what the officials have to say.
Yeah, and this has been the theme of the day right here, the penalties that have really been mounting up against UMass Dartmouth. It looks like this call is going to go up against them. You could hear the defensive coaches screaming when that flag came in. So we'll take a look at this call, see what it is, see what the refs decide.
We have a very interesting position up here in the press box. We've got the Falcon coaches to our left, and the Corsairs are set up to our right. And there was a loud bellowing, "Come on," coming from the right-hand side. So the Corsairs are not happy.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Helmet to helmet, blow to the head. 15 yards. 1st down.
Well, they are certainly not happy about this one, but we'll take another look here. And, yeah, you see helmet to helmet right there.
He definitely did lower the head. That's number 10, Joe Teixeira.
And that's going to be called every time, helmet to helmet hit. That's just, that's just a
And that really was
automatic penalty.
That was not incidental contact. Teixeira really lowered his head and drove into the helmet of Cody Titus. So it is a 15-yard penalty, gives the Falcons excellent field position. 1st and 10 now at the UMass Dartmouth 46, and Cody Titus heads to the sideline. And now we get whistles, kill the play, and a false start against Fitchburg State.
4, 5 yards, first down.
Just out of the sake of curiosity, Alex, what is the MASCAC record for most penalties in a game?
Well, whatever it is, we have to be approaching that.
We had 16 called in the first half, and already a handful here in the third quarter with just 9:15 to play. Falcons backed up into their own territory now, 1st and 15 at the 49. Corsairs show blitz, and they get a flag.
Be interesting to see where this one goes because
Offsides, number 6 on the defense. 5 yards, first down.
The Falcons sideline is screaming that it should be a free play, but it is the correct call to stop it there because the defense came offside and induced the offensive line into a false start. That's not a free play. That's just kill the play and award 5 yards. So we got a false start and then an offside. It all comes out in the wash. It'll be 1st and 10 now from the Corsair 46. Delikai hands off to Teague, running up the middle. Looks like he stumbles a bit, but Stefan is able to gain 3 yards.
Yeah, and some chippiness after the play on that. It looked like UMass Dartmouth's defense really standing up there on that last play. Also the previous play where they got called on that offsides. It looks like they're trying to really confuse Garrett Delikai here in the third quarter with their defensive packages, trying to dial up some exotic blitzes like Bill Belichick.
2nd down and 7 for the Falcons at the Corsair 43. Delikai pumps to his left, and he is in trouble. He is brought down hard, dragged down from behind by Trevor McNeil. Loss of about 6 there. It'll be 3rd and long.
Trevor McNeil, no surprise there as he gets into the backfield. And a big loss there for Fitchburg State on the sack. Delikai, you'll take another look at it here. McNeil just dragging him down. It looked like he was trying to go for the football there as well. But it sets up a long 3rd down here for Fitchburg State.
3rd down and 13 for the Falcons. Cody Titus checks back in after taking that blow to the head. He sets up to the left of Delikai with Teague to the right. Delikai back to pass, looking right. He throws long. Jump ball for Spencer. Pass falls incomplete. Looked like it was a little underthrown. Wayne Bowles, the junior corner out of Billerica, was right there for the Corsairs. He knocked that one away.
Yeah, Wayne Bowles looked like he almost got out of a play on this as well because you're right, the pass was underthrown by Garrett Delikai. Spencer and Bowles were really there at the same time for it, but Bowles was in the very good position of being able to come out with that ball, but he did not. But it's 4th down nonetheless.
Ludwig will kick it away for the Falcons. Good snap. His kick is away. It's low, bouncing at the 30. Takes a Falcon roll, and it's going to roll dead at or inside the 15. No, it's keep on going. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. And stop right outside the 13-yard line. Has turned into a lovely day here at Elliott Field. Now that the sun is out, it isn't so cold. There's still very little breeze. It's a good crowd on hand for what is right now a Falcon lead, 19-14, about halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, a very nice day and a good crowd on hand, just like you said. Fitchburg State playing a team that they should be able to beat here today if they just play their game.
1st down handoff goes to Frank Anson, not much there. And Trent Barnes is back in at quarterback for the Corsairs.
2nd and 8.
They give Anson a gain of 2. Will be 2nd down and 8 for UMass Dartmouth. Handoff goes to Tupper this time, straight up the middle. Gets a little bit, not too much. Brought down by a couple of Falcons, including Asante Easter. Good to see Easter back on the field. He left right at the end of the first half with what looked like a leg injury, but he's back out there and makes the hit there. It'll be 3rd down and about 3 now for UMass Dartmouth. Corsairs go without a huddle, trying to hurry the pace. Barney will keep it himself. He's across the 20, leans forward to the 25, and that's enough for a first down, so stop the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, Barney's the leading rusher for UMass Dartmouth so far in this game, and making something happen there on that run up the middle, getting the first down for the Corsairs and trying to drive here.
Handoff on first down goes to Tupper. He's hit immediately, nothing there. Whole host of Falcons in there. Antonio Medeiros was there, Tony Lewis. I saw Talib Barksdale. I think I saw Pat Haverty making a tackle. Everybody was there.
I like that.
Oh, thank you. Second down and 10 coming up for the Corsairs as we duck under 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter, excuse me. Ansah sets up to the right of Barney's. Tupper in the backfield. They also have Owen Moore lined up as a tight end, but it's Ansah who gets the carry, and nothing there for him.
Well, Ansah's had some big runs in this game for UMass Dartmouth. You remember that long run that he had in the first half,
Tony Lewis again
really on their first touchdown possession, and it'll be interesting to see how much of a role he plays in this. He's really been one of the few players on UMass Dartmouth that has been able to run the ball with any success in this game up to this point.
Third down and 9 for the Corsairs. They're set up at their own 26. Barney's looking to his right. He is swamped. Nothing doing there. Christopher Taylor came in and leveled him.
Christopher Taylor was really just waiting for him. He was not fooled whatsoever. And you see right there just a big loss back at the 20-yard line. And UMass Dartmouth will have to punt it away.
Corsair coaches here in the press level were not happy with that. Stupid stuff, they said. Stupid, stupid stuff. 4th and 14 now for the Corsairs. It will be Kevin Wadsworth kicking away. Low snap, but he gets it away. This one's a short kick taken in by Bieniemy at the 45. Cuts it backwards, but he's got some open field. Tevin Bieniemy into Corsair territory, brought down at the 39-yard line by Wadsworth, the punter. Tevin Bieniemy with a really good return.
And Wadsworth, the punter, saving really what could have been almost a touchdown return there. As you take another look.
You see Bieniemy, he goes backwards after making the catch, which you usually don't want to do, but he's able to find a hole, get into the open field, and then it's Wadsworth, the punter, who makes the saving tackle.
Yeah, and you see Bieniemy frustrated that he could not break that open even more, and that will not make the UMass Dartmouth coaches any happier than they already seem to be here in this second half.
1st and 10 Falcons at the Corsair 39. Stefan Teague is the lone setback behind Garrett Delakiai in the pistol. Pump fake. Delakiai will keep it himself. Nothing doing there. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more before he's brought down by Joe Teixeira, and there's that man again, Trevor McNeil.
Well, Trevor McNeil, if UMass Dartmouth does end up coming back to pull this one out, he will have to certainly get the game ball for all that he's done in this game to keep UMass Dartmouth where they are right now, still in this game.
2nd down and 10. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's got a big hole. Stefan Teague is untouched until he crosses the 30. Finally run out of bounds at the 23.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see this one again. A great play call by Pat Haverty going to Stefan Teague. You'll see it here, the misdirection. McNeil fooled. He was into the backfield again, but not able to get onto him. And Stefan Teague right up the middle, following St. Juice, and able to get down near the 20-yard line. So another great run by Stefan Teague in this game.
Dartmouth 22.
Mark Teague out of bounds at the 22. It's 1st and 10 Falcons there. High snap, but Delakiai does bring it down. Now he's looking to get something going, but he can't. Brought down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, and we saw this against Worcester State about a month ago, the last Fitchburg State home game, having trouble with the snap for Delakiai and not much going on there that he could do.
It had not been a problem to this point, but that is the first bad snap of the day, and it sets up 2nd down and 14 for the Falcons. Delakiai will go shotgun again, pumps to the right, now throws right, intended for Spencer, and caught at the 10-5. Ty Spencer dives forward, but he's going to be marked down at the 1-yard line. It's a 25-yard catch and run, 1st and goal Falcons.
Yeah, nice fake there by Delakiai as well. throws it to Spencer, makes a catch inside the 10, and a nice job here fighting off defenders, reaching out with the ball, almost got it into the end zone, but he is down right around the 1 yard line. So Fitchburg State set up very, very nicely here.
Spencer was well covered, but that was just an excellently thrown ball by Garrett Delakey. Now 1st and goal Falcons from the 1. Another bad snap. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's hit in the backfield, loses about a yard. Now this snapping game has not been a problem for the Falcons to this point, and that's Maxwell Shavani, the center. We did see him come in as a replacement a few weeks ago, and he did a fine job, but now he's in a bit of a slump. It's getting the ball back to Delakey.
Yeah, and we'll see how that goes going forward, but they are set up still at the 3 yard line. They really need to shore up these snaps.
2nd down and goal for the Falcons from the 3. Teague sets up to the left of Delakey. It's a pass. Delakey under pressure, looks to his right, throws right, pass is complete to Teague, and he gets it in. Touchdown Falcons. Stefan Teague, his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Yeah, and Delakey's 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And Fitchburg State getting on the board here in the second half. Now 25-14. You'll see Delakey. He's really looking the whole way and finds Stefan Teague in the corner of the end zone. An easy walk in once he catches it. And the Falcons look like they're going to go for 2 here. 25-14.
Timeout. UMass Dartmouth.
And that
is their first charge timeout.
Timeout called by the Corsairs. Perhaps they were expecting the extra point unit. But I think I like the decision to go for 2 here. They're up by 11 points. A 2-point conversion makes it 13. But also we've seen the Falcons miss 2 extra points already today.
Yeah, it's interesting to...
And we have also seen UMass Dartmouth miss an extra point. So a 13-point lead is 2 touchdowns and 1 extra point, and even that 1 extra point is not a guarantee.
Yeah, I think the kicking on both sides have been questionable up to this point. I agree with you. I think this is a good call to go for 2, making it 13 as opposed to 11. So we'll see how Fitchburg State draws this up here.
It's entirely possible that it was just a bluff, and they're happy they got UMass Dartmouth to burn the timeout.
Well, there's that factor as well. I think UMass Dartmouth is really they're the type of team that seems like they're going to be playing from behind for the duration of this game, so they need all their timeouts. Pat Haverty may be trying to get them to burn one here, which they certainly did.
And we see our excellent FATV crew there, Bill Gates on the left and Scott May on the right. Those guys, they're not getting paid to go up there. They're just doing it because they love it. And it's a lot of fun, and we thank the FATV crew, the FATV volunteers, for taking time out of their Saturday to come here to Elliott Field.
And another flag down here on the 2-point conversion. Go figure.
Now, don't forget, folks, next week we will be...
Play the try.
Half the distance to the goal, so the 2-point conversion will be attempted from the 1. Next week we will be right back here at Elliott Field, another 1 o'clock kickoff as the Falcons take on Plymouth State in their final home game of the season. Fitchburg State will go from the shotgun here as they attempt. No, it's a quick snap to Delakey, but the ball is fumbled, and Delakey just falls to the turf. They tried a little trickery there. Delakey couldn't get the ball. Delakey appears to be in some pain.
Well, this is not good. I mean, trouble on the exchange here between Delakey and the center once again, but slow to get up. But it looks like he's okay as he's running off the field.
So the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. 2:06 to go here in the third quarter. Falcons lead this one by 11. The score 25-14.
Yeah, and we'll take a look at it here. Delakey trying to reach down for the ball after it was fumbled, and it looked like he took a shot to the hand there, almost to the wrist. And we'll rewind this again to take another look, but
take a look at Delakey's right leg there. You see it get wrapped up.
Yep.
It's tough to tell where exactly he gets hit, if he gets hit at all. Maybe his left ankle as well.
Well, he. Yeah,
you really
I think
can't tell there. He's just wrapped up. He's got half a dozen guys on top of his legs. You can't really tell what's happening down there. But fortunately, Delikai was able to get off the field under his own power. Didn't appear to be limping, so hopefully he will be okay.
Not somebody that Fitchburg State wants to lose by any means, the way that he's been playing this season.
Anastasio will kick it away for Fitchburg State. Steve Roy and Devon Green set back deep to return for the Corsairs. High booming kick. It's a short kick taken in at the 21. Believe that's Green. He's across the 30 to the 36 before being brought down.
Well, we saw it twice in the first half. UMass Dartmouth able to answer Fitchburg State scoring drives. Let's see if they can do it again here. They do not want this game to get out of hand. They already stopped Fitchburg State on that 2-point conversion, making this an 11-point game. So it's touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal that they need. Really a 2-possession game at this point. So we'll see how they respond here.
Pump fake by Barnes. He's going to throw long on first down. He throws too long. Pass is overthrown and incomplete. Intended for John Beardsley. First time we've seen Beardsley on the field as a receiver. He has been the punt returner today for the Corsairs.
Yeah, nice coverage there by Tehran Seaforth, but Fitchburg State, that ball was really not catchable. They did get tangled up, but really nothing there.
Second down and 10 for the Corsairs. They've got Ansah to the right and Brinston Facey lined up to the left. It's a quick pass to the left. That's complete to Brendan LaRosa. He's run out of bounds, tackled inbounds at about the 40-yard line. Give him a gain of just 2. It will be third down and a long 7. And you see LaRosa kind of favoring his right side.
And then another third down and long here for
Barney's play action fake, throws long, and a flag comes down. Pass was intended for Kevin Wadsworth. Asante Easter on the coverage. We're going to have to take a look at the replay, but I thought Wadsworth just tripped.
I thought so too. I thought it was incidental contact, but again, the theme of the day, penalties in this game. These refs certainly aren't afraid to throw out the yellow.
We'll take a look at that one again, I think, after we get the call.
To me, it really looked like they just tripped, and that throw was almost not even catchable.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 31, 15-yard penalty, first down.
The Zebras see it differently. Let's see what they thought.
Well, we'll take a look at this ball as it comes in. There's a pass right up the middle. And, yeah, I mean, it's questionable as to whether that ball was catchable or not. I think it looks like they just tripped over each other. That's not a good call in my view.
As it is, first and 10 Corsairs at the Falcon 46. Beardsley barking signals. He has Facey to his left. Throws to the left. It's another long pass. That pass falls incomplete. Definitely miscommunication there. Wadsworth was stopped at the 30-yard line. The ball sailed over his head, and he was looking around like, what the heck just happened?
Yeah, you see Wadsworth looking right back at his quarterback, putting his hands up, saying, what was that? The ball just way downfield, too much miscommunication on somebody's part there for UMass Dartmouth, but needless to say, a long incomplete pass.
And Barney's through the corner, but Wadsworth ran a comeback, and the Corsairs were lucky that one wasn't picked off. Now on second down, play action fake. Barney's in trouble, rolls to his right. He's got to get rid of it. He throws. That pass is brought in, a diving reception, and they will give him the catch. John Beardsley with an impressive catch at the Falcon 28-yard line.
How was this pass even caught? I mean,
that's a darn good question. Let's take a look at it.
Well, yeah, we'll take a look here. This throw's going to come in from
We're going to have to get out of it to
Barney's.
live action. It's a handoff straight up the middle. That's Facey, the ball carrier. He's across the 35 to the 34, to the 24, excuse me. That was an excellent reception there by John Beardsley.
Yeah, Beardsley was on the ground about a minute before he came up with that ball, somehow able to keep it off the ground for UMass Dartmouth, and that was a huge first down that they picked up nonetheless.
Gain of 4 by Facey. Now on second down, the pass is complete. And ducking out of bounds, is Frank Ansah. Looked like he didn't want to do it, but he did step on the white, so it's a gain of just a couple. It'll be 3rd and about 4.
Yeah, Ansah looked like he could have picked up a little bit more yardage out downfield, but he did step out of bounds.
Facey remains the lone running back. He's usually just a blocker. He has gotten a carry on this series, however. 3rd down and 4. It's a handoff to Facey right up the gut, and he gets nothing there. Hit immediately by Luis Feliz, and then a couple more Falcons brought him down. It's a loss of a yard, but it will be 4th and 5 now for the Corsairs as we take a look at this one.
Yeah, Brinston Facey, the sophomore up the middle, 5'10", trying to use his frame, but he just stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Fitchburg State's defensive line doing a great job reading out that play, forcing the 4th down for UMass Dartmouth. And an interesting call right here. You have to figure they're going to go for it here on 4th down and short.
That is the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Falcons leading this one by a score of 25 to 14. The UMass Dartmouth Corsairs will face 4th and about 5. Definitely a go-for-it situation. Their kicking game is suspect, as you frankly would expect here on Division III level football. And they need a touchdown anyway, so you might as well try to get it now. 4th and 5, 15 minutes left to go in this game.
They need touchdowns and they need stops, and there's no question about it that they have to go for it here on this 4th down. They need 7 points here on this drive. If they do not get 7 points, then they're going to be in big, big trouble here in the 4th quarter, in my view. The way Fitchburg State has just had the complete package today on offense, on both running and passing. They have looked very, very good here against a young UMass Dartmouth team.
So the Corsairs will have it at the Falcon 23, and they need to get to the 18 for a first down. Barnes will come out. He's got 2 men in the backfield with him, including Matt Petrelli. An offensive lineman is lined up as a fullback. Barnes will keep it himself. He's running to the near side. He's dragged down from behind. He is down at the 20-yard line, and that is not going to do it. The Corsairs turn it over on downs. A big stand for the Falcons, and Mr. Falcon is loving it.
Mr. Falcon loves this. It was an interesting play call there, just a simple quarterback keeper. And UMass Dartmouth not doing anything really to take a chance on this short 4th down. It was really a straight run by Barney's. And Fitchburg State, a nice play there by 42.
Alex
Alcala dragging him down from behind. And that's what really stuffed out the play right there. A huge stop on defense for Fitchburg State.
1st and 10, Falcons now at their 20. Stefan Teague is the running back to the left of Garrett Delakiai. Teague will get the carry on 1st down. He's got a nice hole, but he is hit hard. Looked like it was Cody Merritt, first time we've called his name today. Merritt brings down Teague after a gain of just 2.
Well, a long drive for UMass Dartmouth that doesn't come away with anything, and now Fitchburg State's going to try to do the same thing, try to take down a lot of clock here in the 4th quarter as they get the ball back, not allowing any points on UMass Dartmouth's behalf. So it'll be interesting to see how much play clock they do chew up here, but they have the personnel to do it with Stefan Teague the way that he's been going so far today.
On 2nd down and 8, it is a handoff to Stefan Teague, running up the middle, dancing out of tackles. He's across the 25, now runs backwards, however. They're going to call him down by forward progress, probably at the 24. It's only a gain of about 3 after what was a good run.
Yeah, I mean, the way he was running, it certainly looked like he was going to gain a lot more than 3 yards what he wanted to do, but that was stuffed out by UMass Dartmouth once he got to the outside.
Teague was across to at least the 26-yard line, but then jumped backward. Probably not the best decision by him there. 3rd down and 6. Delakiai will throw. Pass is complete to St. Just on the near side. He ducks out of a tackle, is across the 35, out of bounds at the 39, and that's good for a Fitchburg first down.
Well, St. Just, the tallest Fitchburg State receiver, and a nice pass there by Delakiai. St. Just makes the catch past the 30-yard line and able to break through. This is what he can do with his 6'3" frame, break some tackles, and out past the 40-yard, almost to the 40-yard line. A nice conversion there for Fitchburg State.
Falcon offense taking their time. 1st and 10 on the 39. Quick pass to the near side is complete to St. Just. He's across the 40, whacked down at the 44. It's a gain of about 5 yards. And Philip St. Just is up favoring his left side.
Yeah, it seems like he's in some pain there. As you see him on the bench, but that was a hit that he just took out of bounds. Really looked like he was landing awkwardly, and he is in a lot of pain as you see him on the sideline.
Philip St. Just tried to sit down, but then went down to the ground, now being attended to by the Falcon medical staff. We'll keep an eye on him. Back on the field, 2nd down and 4. Handoff goes to Stefan Teague. He's got a 1st down and is then driven backward. They're going to mark him dead at midfield, where it will be 1st down for Fitchburg State.
And St. Just is in a lot of pain on the sideline as we take a look, just glancing over here.
It's definitely an injury to the left leg.
You have to hope it's not a ligament injury, just the way that he fell down awkwardly. It doesn't take a whole lot, and the way that he came off the sideline as quick as he did, fell right to the ground by the bench, and he is being attended to right now by the training staff.
1st down handoff goes once again to Stefan Teague. He breaks some tackles. He's across the 45. Mark him down right there. Some good, tough running by Stefan Teague. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Stephen Teague has had a very nice day today.
Stefan Teague has to be getting up close to 150 yards at this point, if he isn't there already.
Yeah, really picking up where he left off last week, coming in against Westfield State, getting some extra carrying after
the injury to Mike Delaney.
Mike Delaney, that's right. So
it really has not been a negative factor today. We talked about it at the top, but Mike Delaney, Stefan Teague actually 24 carries, 175 yards, and he'll get some more here. 2nd down carry goes to Stefan Teague. He's across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down for him. So Stefan Teague now 25 carries, 183 yards, really carrying the Falcon offense.
Wow, and you see right there another nifty run by Stefan Teague. He is unstoppable in this game. As Fitchburg State gets past the 40-yard line, they're able to take down a lot of time right here as we get towards 11 minutes remaining in this game. Fitchburg State with a very comfortable 11-point lead as it looks right now, the way Stefan Teague's been running the ball.
Teague will head to the sidelines for a well-deserved breather. That's Khalifa Best now in the backfield. Pump fake by Delakiai. He's in trouble. Dragged down back at the 49-yard line. And some good news for the Falcons after that bad play. Philip St. Just is up and he is walking I don't want to say comfortably, but he is under his own power here on the near sideline. Certainly a good sign after the way he was in pain.
Yeah, and now he's actually running down on the sideline. You can't see it here on the camera, but considering the way that he came off the field, it looked like a catastrophic injury, but it looks like he's actually running on his own power. He's standing up fine, and he's going to be okay.
2nd down handoff goes to Khalifa Best. He has a big hole in front of him. He's across the 35-yard line. Khalifa Best picks up about 13 yards.
Yeah, the Khalifa Best checking into the game, and really it doesn't matter who's in the backfield for Fitchburg State. They're able to pick up a lot of yardage and sets up a 3rd down and manageable situation here for Fitchburg State coming off the sack.
I'm a little surprised that it's Best instead of Cody Titus. We haven't seen Titus in a number of plays. 3rd down and 5 now for the Falcons. Best remains in the backfield behind Delakiai, and he will get the carry. He's got a hole in front of him, but he is hit hard. A whole host of Corsairs, including Arthur Azantians, bringing him down. Best maybe lost a yard. It'll be 4th down for Fitchburg State.
Yeah, and you bring up a good point. We haven't seen Titus since that fumble. And
I don't even see him on the sideline, do you?
yeah, now that you mention it, I do not see him either. But it's an interesting situation going on there. We'll see if we can figure that out. But Khalifa Best with 2 running plays there, but not able to get much on that last 3rd down run, and Fitchburg State will punt it away.
4th and 5 now for Fitchburg State at the Corsair 33. I'm entirely too aggressive. I would go for it here. But the Falcons are going to take delay of game, give themselves 5 extra yards to work with. So with 8:55 to play, the Falcons leading by 2 scores, they're going to kick it away, try to pin the Corsairs deep in their own territory.
Well, I sort of agree with you on that, trying to go for it, but I also understand that the way the UMass Dartmouth offense has been sputtering this entire game, why not try to pin them back at this point?
No, I certainly see the logic behind it. Ludwig will kick it away. He's set up at about midfield. Low bouncing snap, but Ludwig does get the kick away. Bounces at the 24, takes a good Falcon roll. It's going to go out of bounds about the 14-yard line. A good kick by Christopher Ludwig.
Yeah, good kick, and they accomplished exactly what Fitchburg State, I think, was trying to do. Just pin back UMass Dartmouth. Their offense really has not been able to get anything going today other than those 2 touchdown drives, which seemed like ages ago. And it's only an 11-point lead, but it seems like a lot more than that, the way the Fitchburg State defense has shown up here this afternoon.
Corsairs change quarterbacks. It's Cullen Hanna back in. He goes with an empty backfield on 1st down. Quick pass to the near side is tipped. I believe that was caught by a lineman.
It was.
Yes. 57, Austin Peters makes the reception.
Austin Peters, the freshman lineman, making the catch here. You'll see him almost go out for the pass himself and really able to catch it on the ricochet up the middle.
Excellent awareness there by Austin Peters. The right guard makes what has to be the first reception of his season. It's a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Corsairs. Now Hanna back to pass under pressure, rolls to his left. He's got to get rid of it. He does. Pass is incomplete, intended for Kevin Wadsworth on the sideline.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how much Hanna plays the duration of this game. I think they do consider him the better thrower out of all the freshman quarterbacks that they have on their roster. So it looks like he's going to stay in here again for a 3rd down and 5, but a lot of pressure on that last throw, just able to get it off out of bounds.
3rd down and 5 for the Corsairs at their own 19. Hanna will keep it himself straight up the middle. He's got a hole and a face mask. You could see it right there. Very obvious. A handful of flags come in. I believe that was James Verrat who grabbed the face mask of the quarterback.
Personal foul, face mask, on the defense, number 71. 15 yards from the end of the run, 1st down.
Hanna had enough for the 1st down with the legs, but we'll see here on the replay, James Verrat grabs his face mask right there.
Yeah,
just
James
rips
Verrat.
his head around.
Yep, James Verrat, very obvious call there. I think all the refs saw it, and I think he was going to get the 1st down anyway, but that just really confirms it.
1st and 10 now, Corsairs at their own 40-yard line. Hanna back to pass, looks to the left. Pass is low but complete. That's Wadsworth across midfield into Falcon territory, brought down at the 44. Looked like it was Elijah Torres making the hit.
Going hurry up here, but a nice slant play here by Wadsworth up the middle, able to pick up yardage into Fitchburg State territory.
Now quick pass on 1st down is complete to the near side. 83 is Jason Ferry. First time we've called his name today. Ferry is across the 40-yard line. Mark him out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. It will be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, more hurry up here from UMass Dartmouth. And I think this is their best offensive package here with Cullen Hanna calling the shots.
Cullen Hanna and 5 wide receivers. That's it. Now on 2nd down, Hanna will throw over the middle. Pass is incomplete, just behind Wadsworth.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to make there right in the middle of the field. Wadsworth really staring down 3 defenders. That's a tough throw to make for a freshman as well. up the middle. He does not want to throw an interception at this point.
It's tough to ask a freshman receiver to run that route. You could almost see Wadsworth pull up a little short like he thought a hit was coming. Now on third down, Hanna will keep it himself. He's under pressure. He's going to be dragged down. That is number 99, Tony Lewis, the senior out of Medford, bringing down Cullen Hanna, brings up 4th and 5, and of course the Corsairs will go for it. Now interesting here, Trent Barnes comes back out onto the field. He will be the quarterback on this 4th down play. So the Corsairs still with 5 receivers, but now Barnes, the superior runner, comes in on 4th down. He looks to throw, but he's probably going to keep it himself. Now gets rid of it to the left side. That pass is tipped, falls incomplete. A good defensive stand there by the Falcons.
Good defensive stand, but you're going to see this is very sloppy. And Barnes, checking into the game, he was pressured the whole time and just really tries to get it off a desperation pass to the sideline, and nothing going there for UMass Dartmouth, who turn it over on downs once again.
You know, we only get to see these visiting teams probably once a season, if that, but I really think the Corsairs have to make a decision about who their quarterback is going to be. And if they're going to ask me, it should be Cullen Hanna.
I
he was
agree.
moving the ball very well.
I agree. It's very, very questionable why they brought in Barnes in that situation.
Handoff goes to Stefan Teague on 1st down for the Falcons. He's hitting the backfield. 51 for the Corsairs is Derek Tarpey, sophomore out of Tewksbury. And we'll stop the clock here with 6:34 to go in the 4th quarter.
Officials timeout, officials timeout.
We have an officials timeout.
Yeah, you bring up a great point, John, and I think that's the story of the game so far for me with UMass Dartmouth. Just the quarterback dilemma that they have right now. 2 freshmen, but the way that they have been performing under Cullen Hanna.
I think the umpire may have gotten hit in the eye on that play. You saw him favoring his eye, trying to get something out of it. So that was the reason behind the officials' timeout.
Okay.
Now on 2nd down and 11, Delakiai will go from the shotgun once again. He has Teague behind him, and Teague gets the carry running up the right side. Teague breaks out of a tackle. A flag flies in. The hit was made by Connor Smith, the freshman D lineman out of Medford, but a flag comes in. Now, I'm sorry, Alex, what were you saying?
Well, I just feel like UMass Dartmouth has been a lot better with Cullen Hanna at the helm.
Personal foul. Defense, number 98, face mask. 15 yards from the end of the run. 1st down.
And obviously penalty is the story of this game, as you'll take another look here. Teague up the middle. And another face mask. We've seen a whole lot of these, and really almost a horse collar there as well. So another 15-yard penalty.
We'll take another look at this one. No, you do see right there, 98 is Connor Smith. He does have the face mask just a little bit, and he pulls that before releasing it and grabbing the jersey, so that is a good call. Excellent work here by the FATV crew, both on the cameras and the replays. Now Teague heads to the sidelines for a breather. Khalifa Best is in the backfield, and Best will get the carry on 1st down. Best running to the far side, trying to turn it upfield. A flag comes in behind the play. Best is dragged down after a gain of about a yard.
On the offense, number 34, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Holding called against the Falcons. That's freshman fullback Anthony Paternoster.
Yeah, and this game is grinded to a halt once again with some penalties. And take another look here. And then almost another questionable tackle, almost just like the last one. But
couldn't really see the hold there by Paternoster, but, well, the officials certainly have practice throwing the flag, so they must have seen something. 1st and 20 now for Fitchburg State. 5.5 minutes to go here in the 4th. It's a high snap, handoff to Best. He cuts it to the near side this time. It's back across midfield. They're going to mark him down just across the 49. It's a gain of 4 and some pushing and shoving.
Really no surprise the way this game has gone this afternoon. I think UMass Dartmouth very, very frustrated with their performance on defense, to say the least. And Fitchburg State getting into UMass Dartmouth territory and just trying to chew up clock at this point with under 5 minutes remaining.
2nd down and 16 for the Falcons at the Corsair 49. They need the 33 for a 1st down. Play action fake. It may have been a design run. Delakiai is in trouble. He's brought down at back in Falcon territory. I believe that was designed to be a handoff to the left, but the running back ran to the right, and from there the play just fell apart. Take a look at it here.
Yeah, to me it looked like a broken play from the beginning. That's right, some miscommunication in the backfield, and really Delikiai can't do much right after that. Almost ran behind and lost. Well, he did lose yardage. So really not much he can do there.
It's a loss of about 3. It brings up 3rd and about 20. Delikiai remains the quarterback, of course, and Stefan Teague has checked back in as the tailback. Play action fake. Delikiai under pressure, rolls to his right. He's got to get rid of it. He throws. That pass is picked off. Intercepted by number 10, Joe Teixeira. A big swing in momentum for the Corsairs.
A huge swing in momentum, and it looked like Garrett Delikiai trying to force this one in. I'm not sure what he was looking for. We'll take another look. Really rolling out under pressure through a line drive, and Teixeira was right there to get the turnover for UMass Dartmouth.
We haven't seen a lot of them this season, but that is definitely a freshman mistake by Garrett Delikiai. He's got to either get rid of that ball where nobody can catch it, or even just take a sack is better than throwing the interception there. Now the Corsairs take over, 1st and 10 at their own 49. Barnes is back in as the quarterback. He'll carry it to the near side.
Oh.
That ball pops loose. It is way back in the backfield, still on the ground. I don't know who has it. That was a visually impressive fumble, if ever there was one. The Corsairs fall on it. What was a good run turns into a loss of 3.
What a hit. And we'll take another look at this again as Barnes goes really on a rollout to his left, and boom, what a hit there.
Great job there by Christian Lopez in on defense.
Christian Lopez on defense, able to make a huge hit. And the Corsairs very lucky to come up with that one. That ball was bouncing around forever from the looks of it.
That was Christian Lopez making that hit. That was impressive.
You know what? I had to look in my book twice on that one.
Yeah.
Christian
Number 11,
Lopez
really?
on
Christian
defense.
Lopez. But hey, if you didn't know he was a quarterback, you wouldn't know he was a quarterback, because that was a very impressive hit by the junior out of the Bronx.
And he's out there again in the defensive backfield. But what I was saying before about UMass Dartmouth on offense, I think they are much, much better, more cohesive under Cullen Hanna as opposed to Barnes, but it looks like they're going to stick with them.
Barney's back to pass on 2nd down. He throws to the left. That pass is intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Torres, excuse me. So what's good for the Goose is good for the Falcons. They intercept that one, get it back inside the Corsair 40, and they're going to kill the rest of this clock.
Yeah, you could see this coming, too, on this play if we get another look at it. But, again, another freshman's mistake, trying to force the ball down the middle. Trent Barney's trying to make a play, and Elijah Torres, a great play to read that ball, get in front of it, make the interception, and Fitchburg State gets the ball right back, set up in great field position.
1st and 10 Falcons at the Corsair 37. That's Paternoster in motion. Handoff goes to Khalifa Best. The ball hits the ground. Paternoster falls on it. That's a bad play for the Falcons, but really good news if you're a Fitchburg State fan. Philip St. Just was back on the field for that play.
Yeah, that is tremendous news.
Corsairs take their 2nd timeout with 3:03 to go here in the 4th quarter. We saw St. Just leave the field, and he was writhing in pain on the near sideline. You had to fear the worst, but he was back on the field for that snap. And he heads to the sideline. That may have just been an emotional boost for him, and now with the 2-score lead, they're going to get him out of this game. But really good to see Philip St. Just back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart move if he is done for the day. Only 3 minutes left. But you're right. The bigger picture is he is okay. After what we saw, him coming off the field, he was writhing around in pain, really, for a few plays. It looked like maybe we were fearing the worst, maybe an MCL injury. That's how it looked at the beginning. The way he was on the ground, he was in a lot of pain, being attended to, but then all of a sudden bounces back up, and it's almost like it was a very minor injury, and now, he's going to be fine going forward, it seems like, into next week.
2nd down and 13 for the Falcons. Handoff goes to Khalifa Best. He is swarmed in the backfield. A whole group of Corsairs. Derek Tarpey made the final hit. It's a loss of about 4, and the Corsairs take their final timeout with 2:50 to go. So the Falcons will face 3rd and about 17.
Timeout. UMass Dartmouth. That is their 3rd and final timeout. Please set the game clock to 2:56. 2:56 on the game clock. Thank you.
So 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. Falcons leading this one by 11. The score 25-14. They'll face 3rd and about 17 when we return to live action. Bit of an interesting play call. Do you just hand the ball off on the middle, be content to burn 40 seconds and then kick it away, or do you maybe throw it?
Well, I think from my standpoint, I would just try to run the ball, take off as much clock as you can. No more timeouts remaining for UMass Dartmouth, so they can't stop the clock, obviously. If you're on the ball here, it takes off another 40 seconds. Then if you don't get the first down, you really pin them back with a punt, and they really can't do much with the rest of this game. It's still a 2-possession game, so they still have to get a touchdown and another touchdown or something else. So it's going to be interesting, but I would assume that Fitchburg State's going to run this ball.
That's probably the right call, yeah. 3rd and 17 for the Falcons at the Corsair 44-yard line. It is a handoff straight up the middle to Khalifa Best. He gets some good yardage across the 40, mark him down about at the initial line of scrimmage, call it the UMass Dartmouth 37. So as we go under 2.5 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter, the Falcons will be faced with 4th down. And I would imagine this will be similar to the Falcons' last possession. They will run as much of this play clock as they can and then take a delay of game penalty.
Yeah, the way that they're set up just inside the 40-yard line, I think, well, they're all coming to the sideline now. I wonder if they're going to call a timeout even.
I think they're going to be content to take the extra 5 yards with the delay of game.
Which would be a smart move on Pat Haverty. Well, we'll see.
Delay of game on the offense.
We've had so many
Final
flags.
penalty.
You know, what's one?
Fourth down.
Well, you make a good point there.
The best part about the two of us being the only guys doing TV here is that we can steal the best jokes that everyone makes in the press box. And everyone at home thinks that we're just being funny. So after the penalty, it will be 4th and 15 for Fitchburg State at about the 44 of the Corsairs.
Well, I was going to say I'm not that funny, so I need all the
We need all the help we can get, absolutely. Ludwig will kick it away. Beardsley is set back deep to return for UMass Dartmouth. Good snap, kick is away. It's low, end over end, bounces at the 15, goes straight up, and is touched by a Falcon at the 13-yard line. So a pretty good kick by Ludwig. Corsairs will take over 1st and 10 at about their own 13 with 121 seconds left to play in this one.
Well, the strategy becomes clear now for UMass Dartmouth. Throw the ball down the field. They need 2 scores here in the final 2 minutes of the game. And for Fitchburg State, just try to run the clock out, play conservative on defense, don't allow anything down the field, and keep everything in the middle of the field. Don't let UMass Dartmouth get out of bounds, and they'll be home safe here this afternoon.
1st and 10 Corsairs at their own 14. Trent Barnes remains in the game as the quarterback. He will go from the shotgun. He's got Scott Tupper lined up to his right. Back to pass Barney's under trouble. They're going to call him down. We're going to say Barney's was down before he was hit. So it is a sack. We'll take a look at this one again.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this looked like it was pretty close, actually. Barney's going down to the ground, and yeah, his knee was down, so that's the right call. And the last thing that UMass Dartmouth wanted.
Loss of 6. Barney's throwing from his end zone here. 2nd down. Pass is complete. A huge hit delivered by Christian Lopez, but an impressive job by Brendan LaRosa to hang on to that one. Stop the clock, move the chains with 1:25 to play. Christian Lopez likes this defense thing, I think.
Lopez throwing his ball, throwing his body around on defense here in the very short time that he's had. And it looks like UMass Dartmouth spiked the ball there. Stop the clock.
Stop the clock with 1:20 to play. Call it now 2nd down and 10. Ball at the Corsair 24-yard line as they desperately try to stay in this one. 1:20 to play. Corsairs need 2 scores as quickly as they can get them. Barnes has the blocking back. Brinston Facey next to him. Pass is incomplete, intended for Facey. Good job there applying pressure by Brian Onyekafor.
Not a very good play call right there. And you see it right here. I mean, the screen pass, you don't need that at this point. They need to go down the field. They need 2 scores in 1:18, and that's not going to get it done.
And I really think this play calling is as a result of having Barnes on the field instead of Colin Hanna. Now on 3rd down, Barney's pass is complete across the 30-yard line. That's Kevin Wadsworth, but that's not going to be enough to move the chains. It's 4th and 4, 1 minute left to play, and the clock is rolling.
This is a game.
Barnes will go from the shotgun. He's back to pass. Looking to his left, fires. Pass is complete. Very close to a 1st down. They're going to give him the 1st down. He's at the 35. That's Brendan LaRosa on the reception. So stop the clock, move the chains. 53 seconds left to play in this one as the Corsairs hurry up to go again. Motion flags. We saw a timeout signal right at the snap.
Well, you could hear the coaching staff.
Illegal substitution, 12 on the field, on the defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Falcons had 12 men on the field, couldn't get them off in time. So it's 5 free yards for the Corsairs. 46 seconds left to play in this one, and the clock continues to roll. Now Barney's rolling to his left. He's in trouble. He's got a 1st down and more across midfield. He is dragged down in bounds, but they'll stop the clock just to move the chains. And hey, look at that. Some flags are on the field.
Well, this is not good. I mean, there are flags on the field, but this is going against Fitchburg State.
And Trent Barnes is hurt. Barnes is having a lot of trouble getting up to the field. You see him right there in the top right corner of your screen being attended to by the Corsair coaching staff.
That's right. He is down on the sideline here, which will stop the clock.
Looks like a right leg injury for Barnes. We're awaiting word on the penalty. We'll take a look at it here.
Yeah, John, let's see if we see anything here at the end of the run, but it looks like Barney's, I mean, it was a nice run up the sideline. I think he was trying to get out of bounds and got hit from behind awkwardly, fell down. It looked like 2 guys were on him.
Now right here on the right side of the screen, you can see a couple of players tangled up together. You've got 8 for the Falcons, that's Elijah Torres, and 83 Jason Ferry for the Corsairs. That may be what the flag is about, but we really couldn't see what happened to the right leg of Trent Barnes. Now let's take a look at this one again.
Yep, Barney's down the sideline. It looked like...
We have 2 fouls on the play, both on the defense. Personal foul, hands to the face, number 8. Then we have a dead ball, personal foul, late hit, number 40. Both penalties will be enforced because they're both dead ball, 1st down at the 17-yard line.
Wow.
2 personal fouls against the Falcons give excellent field position to the Corsairs. They will have it now 1st and 10 at the Falcons 17. And after the injury to Trent Barnes, Cullen Hanna is back in at quarterback for UMass Dartmouth. So put the cork in those champagne bottles, boys. This game is not yet over. The Falcons take a timeout, just want to gather their thoughts, regroup after that huge swing, 30 yards of penalties assessed on the end of that play.
Yeah, bad break for Fitchburg State as both those penalties took place on dead ball. That's why both of them were enforced. So 2 15-yard penalties being tacked on back-to-back. And the best case scenario for UMass Dartmouth here with 37 seconds to go. Cullen Hanna back into the game. They need to get a touchdown right now. They need to go for the end zone. That's all they can do. But they're set up in great field position now down at the 17-yard line. And they're talking it over right now, what they're going to do.
And if you're Pat Haverty, you have to be a little flabbergasted right now. You know, the Corsairs were moving down the field, but they were doing it slowly. They were not doing it at a great pace, but all of a sudden, they've got 1st and 10 at the Falcons 17, and they now have a quarterback on the field who can absolutely throw this ball into the end zone. Corsairs will go empty backfield. Just Hannah. He's back to pass. Looks to his left. He throws. Pass is caught by Wadsworth. He is at the 9-yard line, and he does get out of bounds. So it's not enough for a first down, but he gets out of bounds, stops the clock with 29 seconds left to play.
Yeah, Wadsworth, the freshman, making the catch there, but I thought he should have got out of bounds immediately after he made the catch. That might be a freshman mistake on his part, but he's able to get out nonetheless.
2nd down and 2. Hannah back to pass, throws for the end zone. That pass is caught. It is a touchdown, Corsairs. Pass complete to Jason Ferry. This is a one-score game, and UMass Dartmouth has life.
They certainly do have life, and this is why Colin Hannah's into the game right now. He's the better thrower out of all that they have, and it looks like they're going to go for 2 here. Now a 25-20 game. Here with 20
absolutely have to, I would think.
Oh, no question about it.
There's no difference between there's no practical difference between a 5-point deficit and a 4-point deficit, but a 3-point deficit is huge.
Yep.
So the Corsairs will go for 2, 25 seconds left to play in this one. They've got 2 offensive linemen back in the backfield. It's a handoff this time, straight up the middle. 52 is Mike Thomas. And that is no good. He did not get into the end zone.
No, he's a half-yard short. An interesting call there with Mike Thomas as a ball carrier, bringing in an offensive lineman. And
we saw the Corsairs come out in that same formation on a 4th down earlier in the game when Barnes was the quarterback, and it basically telegraphed that they were going to run it with the quarterback, but this time they come out in that same formation and then hand it off to the lineman Thomas. He is unable to get into the end zone. And now we've got some drama because this game is going to come down to an onside kick.
Yeah, that's right, but it's still a huge miss on that 2-point conversion. Could have been a 3-point game. Not that that really matters a whole lot because of the kicking game of UMass Dartmouth, but still a big stop here. And you're right, this is going to come down to a onside kick after everything that we've seen so far here today. A good crowd on hand as well. I think these fans have certainly
looking on. They want their defense to their hands team to get this ball right now. Corsairs are going to hurry up and kick this ball, hoping the Falcons weren't ready. All sorts of flags. I believe the Corsairs fell on it, but they may have been offsides or they may have even touched the ball before it got to 10 yards.
Yeah, to me it looks like they touched it a little bit more, and I think that's what the refs are indicating right here. It looks like they touched it before it went the required 10 yards down the field. But a good attempt there in that bunch formation, and if they could have just let it go a little bit further, I think they had a great shot to come up with the ball.
They certainly did. They caught the Falcons a little bit off guard, but the kick wasn't quite perfect, and that's what it needed to be.
We have offsides on the kickoff team. That penalty is declined. We have an illegal touch by the kicking team, which gives the receiving team the ball at the illegal touch spot. First down.
So the illegal touch is accepted. The Falcon offense will get the ball at the spot of the touch, and we are 1 kneel down away from ending this game. I don't think Mark Robichaux has any Greg Schiano in him, but we do need to get this kneel down out of the way.
And for Fitchburg State, a great win here this afternoon. It wasn't the prettiest game that I think any of us have ever seen, but a win is a win. They'll take it here at home.
I think there were enough yellow flags thrown here today to sew together another Falcon jersey.
You know what? You're probably right. They could have sewn up maybe a couple more jerseys with all the yellow that we saw out here tonight.
Delakiai takes the knee, and that will be the game. The Falcons come away with an impressive victory. 25-20 is the final score, and the crowd here at Elliott Field shows their appreciation.
Yeah, the crowd going wild here. A great win for Fitchburg State.
They're practically climbing the rails.
You know, we're in big trouble up here in the booth. I think we need to get out of here as soon as we can.
Yeah, police will be on the scene shortly, but before we leave, we do want to let you know once again our next telecast will be next Saturday, Senior Day at Elliott Field, the final home game of the season, November the 16th against Plymouth State. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff, but if you're coming to the game, get here early because it is Senior Day and it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank all of the FATV crew. I want to thank you, Alex Bogdasarian, and we will see you all next week right here on FATV.